Alrighty, good evening. Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing? We're back with a little bit more community spotlight. Hope everyone has had a fantastic day or is about to get started. Halfway through the week, could be good, could be bad, but we're here now. Star Shiranui, hello, thank you for stopping by the stream. It is arse o'clock, how rude. What time is it for you? I'm going to guess it's probably some ungodly hour of the morning, and if it is, I appreciate you being here all the more. Alright, who else we got hanging out in chat? We have Zoyboy, who was here first, and no idea if they're still there, but Zoyboy, if you're hanging out in the chat, hello, welcome, good to see you again. Azazel just dropping in the Panda remote as well, which was predicting the future that we'd have Panda jumping in to hang out with us for this stream. There you go, she's already closing her eyes. She's fallen asleep to the sound of my soothing voice, which is only soothing until it actually cracks and then I just embarrass myself, but that's how this tends to go. Knuckles the Chuckles, our person of the day, our star of the show, is here in the chat with us as well. Knuckles, appreciate you being here and thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to feature your game today, Night of the Abattoir Man, which should be good fun. I'm hyped. I'm excited to get into this. Star Shiranui, somehow feel concerned seeing spooky and hot in the same sentence. That should be the norm. Spooky and hot can absolutely go hand in hand. Have you not heard of the phrase scaroused? Because you should be. Freaky Feline, hellos indeed. How you doing, mate? Good to see you. Naive Melody stopping by. Panda Cam already means this will be a peak stream. New Kid Cam. We're trying a new angle. Managed to rework some of the cords. It's more of a mess on my desk, but it does actually put it into a slightly better spot. It's that joy of having to have a cable that goes from one far end of the desk all the way across to the other side, and it's only just long enough to get into the right spot. Eventually, I do want to be able to get a tripod to be able to put it on, just so I can get a slightly better angle, but that'll only be if the cord actually lets it get that far. Azazel, no adorable panda slip. She's sleepy kitty. She's had some dinner, so now it's time to snuggle up. She'll have a bit of a nap. She'll probably wake up partway through and scream and demand to be let out. It's kind of how it goes. Raven Ann, hello, cooking the dinner while watching the stream. Cooking the dinner while watching the stream. I don't know, but that's kind of how my mental monologue hears that. The moment anyone says da instead, it's just with that voice. Knuckles Juggles, every streamer should have a kitty cam. I 1000% agree. Kitty cams make everything better. Naive Melody, 7:30 p.m. Yeah, we're both in the eastern states of Australia. That's the best time for it to be. Zazel am on vacation at the moment, so feeling great. Good to hear it. Are you doing a staycation, or are you actually traveling for while you've got some time off? Either way is good, and honestly, with the current economic climate, no one is going to judge you for taking a staycation. Sometimes it's just good to be where you are and to be cozy and be fine with that. Kartoffel Jaeger 3, hello, welcome, thank you for stopping by. Stasio Nuri, it is 2:33 in the morning. Perfect. By the time we finish the stream, the sun will be starting to rise and you will have started a new day in the best way possible. Guarantee it. Guarantee it. Grail, can you say the number 15? I don't know why you need that number specifically, but here you go. Here you go. Let's get close. Let's get close. 15. There we go. Zoyboy's still alive. Panda stole your soul for a moment. I mean, sometimes she gives it back, but not always. There's no guarantee on that. It's relatable. I've used the Steam playlist a couple of times already. Fall asleep, so let's wake up too. I love that people fall asleep. Apparently, it was one of the early videos. I forget the name of it off the top of my head. It was the one about trying to, with golf-like mechanics, get a ball into a hole, and it was an absolutely horrendous game, but apparently a lot of people enjoy just the tone of that one. They find it very calming and very relaxing. I'm not surprised the name of that game is gone from my mind, though. It was god-awful. Freaky Felon, you got the job! Oh, fantastic! This was the second one that you applied for, right? The one that you actually wanted? If it is, then I'll celebrate. It sounds like it should be. Yes, it's Azazel Global, that was the one. Azazel, yeah, staycation, way too poor for one, and also streaming with friends is how I'm happiest anyhow instead of traveling. I think you've got your priorities right. I think in this day and age, you need to be able to be comfortable in your own space. Stasha, you mean go back to sleep? Yes, 100%. Sorry, I feel the verge of a sneeze coming on. It is absolutely that worst feeling when you can feel that your body wants to sneeze and then it just builds up and it builds up and it builds up and it goes away. And nothing happens. It just goes away. It's so freaking frustrating. Naive Millie, that was the video with the level guide, right? Yes, it was. It was where I did a full level guide all the way through. Pineapple to stop the sneeze. Now, what I've heard is apparently if you rub your tongue on the roof of your mouth, so like push it right up there and just scrape along the top of your mouth, that sensation can nip a sneeze in the bud before it actually happens. And also is really good for dealing with brain freeze because it warms up the palate. So there you go, you've learned something today. Also, pineapple eats you alive while you're eating it. But that's a fact that most people have already heard of. Looking slightly up always does it for you. There's these weird body hacks that you can do, right, to be able to work around these kind of things. Anyway, lovely to have you all stopping by the stream tonight. Again, we are going to be checking out Night of the Abattoir Man by Knuckles the Chuckles, or as they go by on Steam, forgive me for pronouncing this probably incorrectly, I probably butcher it, Diogo Marques. Maybe got that right? Diogo? It's got to be Diogo. It's like Diego, but with an O. Diogo. Diogo Marques. Marques. Let's go with it. Let's have a quick look at the Steam listing for the game, and then we'll get through the usual Q&A and go from there. So here is what we are looking at. Night of the Abattoir Man. We'll play the trailer just that you guys can get a feel for what this game is all about. Here we go. Are we going to play? We are. We're good. Published by Canvasoft, the only game I know of that's been published by them.
Are you also lost? It's okay. I know a way out. Come closer.
Let me bump that up for you. Excellent evil laugh. Oh, good night, freaky feline. Thank you for stopping by, and congrats again on getting the job. Okay, so there's definitely some fail states in this one. We've got a little bit of on-the-fly puzzle solving. I'm loving like the minimalistic style graphics that are very suitable for like the age this was inspired by. Ooh, that was a little gory. But there's also like in the detailed art shots, I can tell it's a lot of love that's gone into them. Yeah, the sexy demons flash screen for a moment, just for a second. Alright, so yes, this is what we're in for. Basically, yeah, story of Michael D'Amato, a young 23-year-old man who flies to New York with the intention of starring in his uncle's new horror movie. However, he finds himself in a real-life horror scenario as he becomes the target of a 10-foot-tall maniac known as the Abattoir Man. Alright, so let's get some visuals up for you, and then we're going to quickly jump through the Q&A, and then we'll get into some actual gameplay. Naive Melody, what are your all stats build? I'm an index guy. Oh gosh, if I was following traditional stats, what would mine be? Definitely high intelligence, relatively high vitality. I'm generally pretty healthy. Also, like, I imagine like as your vitality goes up, you're probably going to get a little bit more stocky as well. Dexterity, mid. Strength, mid. Wisdom, They do say a wise man, no, so an intelligent man knows that tomato is a fruit. A wise man would not put it in a fruit salad. So probably mid to high wisdom. I think I'm in that category. I think I've been blessed in those departments, but that's about it. Yeah, pixel horror, always a good time if done correctly. So we could be onto something pretty cool here. We could be. So let's put a little bit of music back on and let's go through the Q&A. So again, this is from Knuckles the Chuckles. The first question I've asked was, what engine have you used and why? I think we kind of know the answer to this one. It is, of course, RPGMaker VX Ace. Now, the question is why? They picked this engine for two main reasons. One, I'm a beginner dev and the RPGMaker engines are very beginner friendly. I also picked VX Ace specifically because Google said it was a good engine for beginners due to it having a lot of support from the fans. It was also great because I started developing the game in an old 4GB laptop, so VX Ace being an already decade-old engine was great. That being said, I now regret using VX Ace immensely. While Google did say that this engine in particular had a lot of support, most of that support comes from old websites that have shut down years ago. Not only that, VX Ace has some seriously annoying quirks that I either had to work around or just simply cannot fix. I already told my publisher I'm never using VX Ace for another game ever again. From now on, any new game will be made in MV. So it's still RPGMaker, just not that specific version. And I find that quite interesting because it sounds like you've had to work through some very specific limitations. And I'm interested to see if we'll be able to spot any of them as we go through the game tonight. Otherwise, I think, Knuckles, if you're hanging out in the stream, would love for you to point out, almost as like a developer commentary, some of the little things as they happen as we get through it, because that kind of stuff always intrigues me. Alright, question 2 was, what was the inspiration for the game? Knuckles said, my main inspirations were old 80s MS-DOS games, specifically the original Wolfenstein games from 1981. That's a classic throwback. That's why the game has that art style. Another more obvious inspiration are slasher and horror movies from the 70s, 80s, and 90s like Halloween, Friday the 13th, and Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Classic. I can definitely see it in some of like the monster designs, the scary mask, butcher's knife. Like, you've taken a lot of those tropes, I think, but they're classic tropes for a reason. There's a lot of Resident Evil influence on my game, like the Nemesis-like killer, the Abattoir Man who patrols the map trying to hunt down the killer, and the limited saves that require a specific item. Oh goody, limited saves, my favourite. We'll see how this plays out. I am that person, at least I used to be that person that would save scum a lot of things because I want the good outcome. I have repented and changed my ways. And it's because of save systems like this. It's made me appreciate the impact of my choices a little bit more. Also, playing through The Witcher kind of does that to you as well. Third question. Was there anything important you learned about game development while working on this project that might be helpful for someone else? I think the main thing I learned is that anyone can make a game. Just wing it and learn along the way. Love that as a little takeaway. Very inspiring, I think, for a lot of budding game devs. Before this game, I had zero experience in the area of game development. I learned practically everything by myself. RPGMaker is also great because the community has released a whole bunch of custom code that I was able to use in my game. It also taught me to work around stuff and adapt. I also learned just how nightmarish and grueling the process of making a game is, but the feeling you get when you overcome a game-breaking problem is pure bliss. I can appreciate that. Again, I'm not a game dev myself, but you know, I work a regular 9-to-5 job. I'm an office person. I deal with spreadsheets, Word documents, slide decks, especially in Excel. Sometimes when you've been trying to figure something out and you finally get that solution, it just clicks and everything falls into place. Yeah, it can be pretty satisfying. And I imagine it's very similar when it comes to game dev, especially because a lot of the times they're problems that you may have created yourself, being ambitious and trying to create something fun, unique, and interesting. Which means there might not be a lot of guidance out there that you can just Google your problem and go, oh yeah, someone had this 3 years ago and here's how they solved it. Sometimes there might be unique problems to you and you've got to figure them out. So yeah, can definitely see how that would be a very satisfying process to go through. Alright, fourth question, we're on the home stretch now. What part of the game are you the most proud of? Hopefully no spoilers here. The part I'm the most proud of is the killer, the Abattoir Man. It was an OC I created back in 2018, and I always wanted to use him for something. I put a lot of work into implementing him, and it took a lot of work and help, but in the end, I think I did a great job with him. The game's tone is mostly silly and isn't trying to be scary, but most players react to the killer with actual fear, as he is genuinely imposing and menacing presence that will bulldoze you if you make one wrong move. Yeah, I think just like that threat of failure sometimes can convey that meaning more than an actual enemy design itself. But it sounds like a lot of work went into it, and this is a character that you've been wanting to implement for a long time, which is, you know, love to see that kind of passion for something. Final question, if you were trying to make this game from scratch today, what would you do differently? Well, I already mentioned that I would have used a different, more modern version of RPGMaker. Another thing I'd do is make a script, as much of the game's lore was written on the fly. I think we've all been done there, just flying by the seat of our pants. I mean, most of it was already in my head, and all the lore related to Abattoir Man was already very defined in my head. Another thing, I would totally get more help. I did have some people helping me occasionally, but for the most part, I made the game mostly by myself. In an earlier version of this game, I even made all the music myself until my publisher hooked me up with an actual musician that agreed to make music for the game. I would also try to organize myself better just in general. Other than that, I doubt I'd change much about my process. That's interesting to hear that you still feel like you wouldn't change much. Obviously, you got to an end result that you're happy with, just the journey there may have been a little bit haphazard, and that is totally fair. I think it's inspiring that you managed to work through it, and that you did have a publisher that was able to see the areas of weakness and be able to help you through them as well. I feel like that's a sign of a good publisher that's actually there to support you, not just go, yeah, I'll take your money for a bit of advertising, right? Done has a dumb question. What's the submission process? Sorry, I saw the opportunity for a pun there and I had to go for it. If you are wanting to submit something that you or a friend has created to be able to get thrown into the spotlight, just simply send me a message either via my email, which is on my YouTube channel, or hop over to Discord and send me a DM on there. Either is fine. But very much looking for community-based games to be able to feature here. So it's going to be something either you or a friend has created. And it's an opportunity to be able to get some feedback on a work that's in development, or shine a spotlight onto something that's been released recently and you were hoping would get a little bit more attention than it did. But yeah, very happy to feature some fun little projects on here. All right, so I think that is enough background. Let's get into the actual game, shall we? Because this is where we can really judge what's going on and give some feedback. And I'm excited to get into it because it sounds like it has had quite a little bit of love poured into it. All right. Whoop. Sorry, bear with. All right, there we go. Love when resolutions flicker for a while. All right, this already feels very old school. Using F keys to do something? Don't do that too often anymore. And there he is, the Knight of the Abattoir Man. Alright, you know how this goes. We've been shown a menu. Let's judge it. What score are we going to give this? We have new game, continue volume, end game. Keeping in mind that this is RPG making, you're kind of limited with what you can do. I find it fascinating that there's no traditional options menu here. We just have a volume menu, which comes into here where we can set music, background sounds, sound effects and voices, and jingles, which is not something you normally see as an additional sound category. So I'm kind of curious as to what this is going to affect. Item pickups or something like that, I guess. Either way, I appreciate it's here because more customization is always a good thing. However, the little bit of critique that I do have is that the font spacing is inconsistent. What are you doing, my man? Look, at the end of the day, either space it out so that you're not overlapping with your actual bars on the side, or just have the words like all spaced to the same length, even if it like spreads them out a little bit more, because some of them you've cramped background sound into a smaller space than sound effects and voices. You could have actually spread it out a little bit more to make it the same length. Yeah, it's not terrible. It gives me the tools that I would need to be able to customize things, and that's probably what matters the most. All right. The other thing that I did test, and actually I'll just flick back if it'll let me so that you can see here. Nope. Wow, okay, this must be going into a very small resolution because this is Steam now up the top. Oh god. There it is. I did spot, ooh, it's actually saying on the store page. No, maybe it only appears if I have my controller on. Maybe that's it. It does explicitly say that controllers are not supported. Yeah, okay. Not coming up anymore, but it was there. Controllers are definitely not supported for this game, and that is totally fine as well. Alright, let's get into it and see what Night of the Abattoir Man has to offer. Select a character, either Michael or question marks? Who might that be? We will never know, but we can't select them, so we're going with Michael. Name, Michael D'Amato. Age, 23. Height, 5'5". You're a little shorty. Title, the main character. Of course you think you're the main character, don't you? Everything in this world revolves around you, doesn't it, Mr. Michael D'Amato? Born in, I'm going to pronounce that wrong, Naples, Italy. Michael recently is not Naples. Michael recently finished his bachelor's degree in theatre. Now his uncle Joe has invited him to play a character in his most recent horror movie. Finished his bachelor's degree in theatre. Yeah, this is a person who definitely thinks they're the main character. You're a little shorter, you say, well, I'm 5'3". I feel the pain. But I also look down upon you with an air of superiority as I am bang on 6 foot. Joe's movies aren't exactly high art, but every actor has to start somewhere. As such, Michael flew from Naples to New York to meet with his uncle. You're closer there. I knew it. Short people are inherently evil. There's no way around this. No, honestly, people who judge others purely based on their height are incredibly shallow and deserve to be judged in their own right as well. Do I wish to play as Michael? Yes, let's play as Michael. December 13th, 1985. The day of the incident. Interesting. What is the incident? What happened? Also, can someone just look up on like a calendar that goes back far enough? Is December the 13th, 1985 a Friday? That is the question that I am the most curious about. In fact, you know what? I'm so curious that I'm going to look it up myself. Let's have a peek. Knuckles the Chuckle says it is. Oh my gosh, you went to that level to find out. Oh gosh, it would take me way too long to go back on that calendar. I'm not doing it. I changed my mind. Okay, 3 people confirming it. I'm happy with that. December 13th, 1985 is indeed a Friday.
What the hell is going on today?
Ooh, we have voice acting.
Nothing works properly today.
Okay, I am going to have to bump up the sound for you guys a little bit. Just bear with. I can't... Actually, I think it said it was F6 for full screen windowed. That did nothing. F5 seems to work, but F6 does not, and now it seems to be...
Yeah, it seems like we're having bad
We're
issues
stuck with
today.
this now. I can't change it anymore. F6 is doing nothing. F5 is doing nothing. We are here is doing what it's doing. You can Google what day of the week it is. I know, but I can't actually like tab out of this without ruining everything that you're seeing. And I've already ruined it because it refuses to go back to full screen now. So... Yep, this is F11. No, we are stuck with this. This is what happens when I push random buttons for no reason. I shouldn't have done that. And I'm not restarting the game, so you're just gonna have to deal with it being like this now. It seems we're having power issues there. Also, let me know if the voiceover is loud enough for you.
Great. It's seriously getting harder to find reasons to not just quit this shitty job.
Also, I love that, and I got to assume it was an artistic choice to make the voiceover slightly staticky and grainy, as though it's going through an old microphone or being played out of an old set of speakers. I think that's a nice attention to detail.
The only reason I don't quit is because the pay is good. Other than that, I'd take fast food work over this annoying crap.
Also, Knuckles the Chuckles, I need to know, which of these characters do you voice? Did you put yourself as the main character, or are you one of like a little Easter egg side character?
I'm seriously considering just leaving. Every day it's always something. It's either Jackson up my ass about something stupid, or it's something in this factory not working as it should. I'm sick of it.
I sadly can't quit. I need the money. I'm saving up to get my family some nice gifts this year.
So you're going back to India for Christmas?
Yep, already got the tickets and everything.
That's
Okay,
really
okay.
nice. What about you, Joel? Are you gonna spend Christmas in America?
Nope, gonna spend the holidays with my parents in Sweden.
Ah, that's great.
Well, we should probably get back to work before Jackson comes in and starts complaining.
What I like say so far is that I do like that the voice acting sounds quite natural, as does the writing. Like, this is a semi-believable conversation. Like, it's never going to be perfect because it's scripted for the sake of having a plot and something to follow, but it feels pretty good.
Where is he, by the way?
No idea, but I don't exactly want to find out either. Say, Jake, why don't you go get us some materials from the storage room up there?
Yeah, for sure.
All
I'll
right.
be right back.
Yep, Jake's gonna die. Okay. Oh, we're playing as Jake. I thought I was playing as Michael. What's going on? You need a tape record. Okay, that's the save system. Already figured that out. Now, this is something that I find interesting, and I'm guessing, again, it is a purposeful artistic choice. Oh, okay. Bye, Panda. She is on the move. Where are you going? You're just gonna go sit in the middle of the room. Okay. Typical cat. Silly. But yes, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure it must be an artistic choice that there is basically a black outline around the character that overlaps with the backgrounds. So, yeah, my assumption is that's based on the art style you're going for the software you were trying to replicate. Otherwise, I'm completely misreading it, and it is actually just a graphical glitch that you've embraced and gone with. But I'm assuming that that is intentional because, having played other RPGMaker games, this was not the case. Alright, looks like an old game manual. Move with the arrow keys, interact with objects with Z or Enter, and press X or Escape to open the inventory. Shift to run. Watch out for your stamina. Oh, good to know. Make sure to save Make sure to save to different slots so you don't accidentally. Is that a typo? Accident. I'm questioning my own ability to read now. I'm like, do I just say it wrong? Yeah, no, there's meant to be an A there. I'm so sorry to find a typo already, Knuckles. That is not how you spell accidentally. We're so close. So close. Make sure we don't accidentally stuff like that. It is solid advice, though. This game autosaves every new map. Colors are very important for this game, and each color usually has a function. Read about the colors and their functions. Sure. Dark blue objects are containers and hold items within them. Okay, very useful to know. Light blue objects are recorders that you can use to save the game. However, you will need to have a tape in your inventory to be able to use it. Light green objects are notes that you can read. Some hold valuable information needed for progression, while others are just flavor text. Dark green objects are places where you can hide. I'm in the way of the text a little bit. Sorry. Hang on. I can shuffle this way just a little. But I can't move my keyboard, so I'm going to have to play on an angle, and you're just going to have to deal with it. I mean, before I had a background, and you wouldn't be seeing any of this, so you should just be grateful, really. Yellow. Sorry, I'm being sassy today. Yellow objects are, for the most part, things you can push. Pink objects... We don't know anything about pink objects. They're like Fight Club. We don't talk about them. Grey objects are things on the ground that you can walk over. Red objects are usually tiles and walls that you can't interact with, except in cases where they hide secrets. So you can't interact with them, except for when you can. And this game has secret walls and doors that hide secrets and cool stuff. I mean, I'd be disappointed if it was like, this game has secret walls and doors that hide absolutely nothing. So make sure you pay attention. White objects are usually NPCs or other miscellaneous objects like terminals and locks. There's 6 types of doors in this game. The ones you should worry about right now are the brown, blue, yellow, purple, and white doors. Why is white not in all caps like the rest of the colors? That just makes me very suspicious of white doors. Like, I see that and I don't go, oh, that's a typo, it should have been in capitals. It makes you go, why? Why is it not in capitals? What's different about the white doors? What do I need to watch out for? Are the white doors evil? Are they going to kill me? Is the bad guy hiding behind the white doors? Are they just racist doors? Is that what's going on? What's happening here? Who just leaves these manuals here? I would say this is both good and bad from a tutorial perspective, because you have very clearly explained everything to the player. I now have absolutely no recollection of what I just read. There were things about colors. Different colors represent different things. I will probably just figure this out as I go, if I'm being honest. All right. Anything interesting hiding here? All right, so we do have... Ooh. We do have a proper sprint meter. Okay. You were not kidding about it. Regen's pretty quickly, though. Alright, what you doing over here, buddy? I can't talk to you. That's fine. Is there anything in my inventory? We'll never know. I can't see the top of the screen. Huh. That's a fun problem to have. Oh, no. Okay, well... I think the good news is that I don't have anything. We've got different categories, there's nothing in them. Alright, cool. This is my fault for pushing buttons and we're no longer in full screen mode, and now the UI is overlapping behind things. So that's on me. Hang on, I might be able to try and fix this. What happens if I do a little bit of this? And then we go back into it. Nope, it refuses to change mode. I can't. This is how we do software testing, apparently. Panda, you can sit down there, or you could hop back into your bed, you know. Probably she sits down there and she does like the biggest yawn, and she looks so freaking adorable. And none of you get to see it. Alright. You have to let me know if I should just restart the game right now, because maybe that is the right way to do things. You also have nothing to say to me. That's fine. What about you? You're just pretending to work to keep up appearances since the conveyors don't work today. Stasha, you're still nowhere near the worst at breaking games like another streamer I watch, so congrats. I honestly haven't been trying yet. That's the problem. I've seen plenty of streamers that try to break games and succeed. I break them without trying. Alright, can restart should be fine. Yeah, we're not into the game yet, so let's F4, we'll start again and go from there. I got an achievement already that only 12.9% of players have, and that's for pressing a directional key. Are you telling me that, what's that, 83% of players load the game, never push a button? That's nuts. Wow, I've... unless maybe you introduced the achievements recently. So that could be a thing as well. Hang on. Panda, come here. Come here. Alright. That's you. Oh. Alright, anything that you would like to say? No, I didn't think so. Okay. Kitty close-ups, just for all of you. Alright, what did I miss there? Azazel reminds you of this German YouTuber you watch. He has this talent of always falling through the ground and into the void in any games he reviews. We need to get them onto the stream. Could be quite fun. This one's a Canadian, so there's more than one, evidently. There's probably one in every country that just enjoys breaking things. Alright, we did have an autosave, so we can go back right in where we left off. back in the day of the
What
incident.
the hell is
Yeah, see?
Okay, we have
The
heard
only
this.
reason
We're
I'm
gonna skip.
Sadly.
Skip.
Yep.
that?
Nope. Gonna...
Ah.
Nope,
But-
nope, yep,
No,
well,
I'd say-
nope,
Yeah.
yep, say, yep. We probably have to go through all this again. We are reading the manual. We are reading very fast. I am the speediest speed reader that ever did exist. We just went into it again. Hang on. No! I wanted to press no. It's fine. We're going to read it again. We're all good. Speed read. Okay. Now we're good. Perfect. Right. Let's go. We know that we can go to the left. We can also go up. Let's... Okay, I'm assuming that we can't go through the pink door yet. Figures this door would be locked. Luckily, I don't got to go through here. How good of me to know exactly where I should be going, but I also don't know where I should be going, so the game needs to tell me where I should be going so I can go where I should be going. Hello. I can't talk to you. That's fine. We don't normally talk anyway. Yellow key was found. Okay, so if it's dark blue, we can interact with it. Doesn't let us through here? Figures this door would be locked. Luckily, I don't gotta go through here. There is weird goopy green thing. Did someone leave a Pokeball behind? In radioactive acid? What's happening? Annoying puzzle to open that door there. Good thing I don't need to go into that room. I feel like we're going to be coming back here later. Don't know about you, but that's just the vibe I'm getting. Did you talk to me? Okay, yep, he's also pretending
Jake,
to work.
trying to get in that room?
Yeah, I need to get some materials.
Yeah, I also need to get, like, unspecified materials.
Well, you'll need the key to open it.
I know.
I already have a
got
key.
it already.
Hey! You actually addressed that. So I'm assuming this means there is a different line that plays if you get to this point without having collected the key. Yo, pickled people, you made it! We are not playing Undertales. We're playing something similar but different. Alright, bear with one sec. Oh, okay, that's fun. We're going to be dealing with a fun little problem the entire time that we're playing. See if I can adjust this a little bit to help. Nope, we are just going to have to roll with that by the look of it. Hang on. Yay for stream difficulties. Okay, that's what's happening. It's getting cut off on the side there. Because it changes resolution, it also changes the size and position of my live stream chat. So whatever the most recent message is that's come through, I don't think I can actually see it. Because it's now getting pushed down off the bottom of my monitor. Everything slides down. There's nothing I can do about it either. As a new person to the stream, hello Sydney Flowers, by the way, welcome to the stream. What do you use to grade how good a game is? Like, what do you consider a great tutorial / starting level, etc.? Good question. It mostly comes down to personal preference and experience, and that is why I do away with traditional grading scales. If you've watched any of my content, you will know that at the end of a video, I do give a game a score, but it is jokingly out of 10 using something that is not a number. And that is because at the end of the day, numbers on that kind of scale are very... What's the thing for? They're obtuse. They don't really mean much. When an average is a 7 out of 10, your sense of scale is broken. So I'm never going to be giving gradings in that kind of sense. What I will grade it on is it effective? Like, does it do what it is meant to do? Is it presented in a fun and interesting way? Are there any flaws with it, any things that could be improved? So I'm more about providing feedback. There's always going to be a lot of personal stylistic choices that go into the development of a game and the final product, especially for something that is by either one person or a small team of devs. So I'm not going to hold it up to AAA standards because that makes absolutely no sense. So instead, I'm going to grade it based on what it is trying to do and whether or not it achieves it. And that's why, to me, like, you look at the menu in a game like this, Night of the Abattoir Man, and you go, it's incredibly basic. If you compare it to the latest AAA game to hit the market, you're going to be incredibly disappointed. Like, there are no graphic settings. I can't change resolution. I can't turn motion blur on off. Doesn't matter. The game doesn't have that. It doesn't need it. So you can't have one scale that works for everything. Otherwise, this game would get like a 2 out of 10 for its options menu. but it doesn't need to be a 10 out of 10. So if all it needs is a 3 out of 10 and it scores a 2 out of 10, then this game's like a 60-something%. It's perfect. It's above average. So numerical scales make no sense to me when it comes to rating these kind of things. It's going to be personal preference, and it's the question of, is there room for improvement and does it need to improve? And that's the way I approach something like a tutorial as well. Azazel, yeah, my autistic brain loves rankings and numbers, but scaling games like rating art in a museum, it makes absolutely no sense. Peekaboo, hi, I'm sliding the person above me up so you can see his comment. Thank you, appreciate that. Although I think I have managed to wrangle it so I can see the latest comment now, so we're good. Alright, let's get back to the game. I know.
Do you now? Well, look at you being resourceful.
Darn straight, I'm the best employee here because I'm the only one that's done something today.
But there's more to that.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
There's another door behind that one that needs a battery to open.
I hate this fucking factory.
Let's go find a battery. I think it might be over here because the game
We
is
already
pointing
used
me
it to
there.
open a door already. We left it over there.
I see. So we need to do some puzzle solving.
Alright then. Thanks, Dave.
Thank you, Dave. You are, so far, the second most helpful employee here. Yep, we don't know what he's doing. This guy's actually doing work. Okay, you are the third most helpful. He's also pretending to work. He's also pretending to work. And he's also pretending to work. So many absolute just fakers here. Alright. You need to push it into the outlet to open the door. If you get the battery stuck, interact with the white terminal to reset it. Oh, I see. I have to push it all the way there? Wow. Hang on. I need to take it up here, don't I? Yes. Okay, I see, I see. Can we get up there? I can push it that way. I can push it that way. Yeah, this should be doable from this direction. Alright. This game's already turned into a soccer ban. Perfect. Good thing I've had experience with these. And this is immediately, like, the piece of feedback that I would have is that for an early game puzzle, we've probably positioned the interactable and the quote-unquote key slightly too far apart. I think it would make sense for them to be a little bit closer for the very first puzzle. Again, it's not particularly challenging, and it depends on who your target audience is. But I think a lot of people might see that as the first puzzle and go, I came here for the horror. Why are you getting me to push something so damn far?
Alright, let's see what we got here.
I mean, that cross on the ground is not suspicious in the slightest, right? Right?
Huh?
Sorry, let me catch up here. Sydney, I love that response. I've been watching your content for a minute now, and my partner had started to ask to put on your videos. Oh, that's so cute. That has honestly made my day. Thank you. God damn. I still can't believe people do that, but I'm glad you appreciate the content. It's actually doing more work than 80% of the people here already. Hell yes, we are the employee of the month every month.
What was that?
What was that? We heard a thump. We're going to be the first victim.
Is the power going down?
Knew we shouldn't have moved that battery. That one was actually important. That was a load-bearing battery.
The door closed itself. Somebody! Please help me!
That was louder than I thought it was going to be. Sorry to everyone that was wearing headphones. Hi. I'm
Hey,
stuck.
what's wrong? Feeling claustrophobic?
Damn it, Dave! This is not funny! Do something to open this door!
All right, princess. Don't get all pissy on me now.
What was that?
It was an earthquake, clearly. Everything shook.
Wait, that came from Mr. Sassafras's place, didn't it? What the hell is happening? Hold on, Jake. I'll go get a technician to open this door. You stay here until we come back, okay?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I was planning on, I don't know, leaving somehow. I thought it just phased through a wall for the fun of it.
Not like I have much of a choice.
Yeah, mood.
That does it! After I leave this room, I'm going straight to that old man's office and quitting this damn job!
let me know if I do need to drop the game sound down just a little bit for you. It's fine on my end, and I've got you on like 80%, but I can see that it might be peaking a little bit, so let me know if I need to drop it just a touch.
This sucks.
It does suck. It's alright, bud. I feel it. Ooh, that was a flash. We're going into a Pokemon battle.
What the fuck was that?
I think your friends are dead. Oh, the door's open though. That's good. We can leave. Can I take this for safekeeping? No? Also can't use anything, that's fine. We are here to oh no.
Oh my god!
Appropriate reaction is appropriate. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna go around. I can't go around the carnage. You predicted it. Wow. This reminds me of like the Pokemon battles. Like I think it was Smosh or something that did a sketch once with like humans in Pokeballs that they use for battles. It's giving me that vibe, like I'm about to be like, oh, I am a Pokemon and I have to go up against this guy? Really? Well, only one way to go. Towards the carnage. Oh no, Jimmy.
They're all dead. What happened here?
You prayed really hard and this is what happened. He's behind you.
Wait, who are you? I just want to go home. Please don't hurt me. No! Please!
Headphones.
Get away from me!
Excellent. Nice work. Good voice acting. Very thematic. July 20th, 2002. Present day.
Here we are, Michael.
Oh yeah, you're the Hollywood director. Yeah, Michael.
This is where your uncle asked me to drop you off.
I feel like yeah, real stereotypical New York accent. Oh, I'm walking here.
All
right, now we got Michael.
Talker, are you? I get it. You're in a new country and you're scared. Don't worry, Michael. Everything's gonna be fine.
Yeah, every time someone says in a movie, maybe not so much real life, but in a movie that everything's gonna be fine, guess what? It ain't gonna be fine.
I've known your Uncle Joe for a few years now. He's a bit of a sleaze, but he's a good man.
That's an interesting way to compliment someone.
Even if his movies kind of suck. Good luck with the movie.
Even better. Yeah. Wonderful. Ah, yes, I'm an anime protagonist. All right. Yeah, this place has been done up quite nicely. Okay. Looks good. Interactable object. I found a brown key under the rock. I wonder if it goes in the brown door. Incredible. I could be the next Dora the Explorer if I tried hard enough. Can you see a brown door? Ah, I can't find it. Can you help me find the brown door? It's a note from Uncle Joe. Michael, you finally arrived. Stupendo. Oh, okay, he's Italian. Michael, you finally arrived. Stupendo. I'm sorry we aren't here to greet you. You took so long to show up that we went to have a look at the abandoned zone of New York. It sounds like freaking Chernobyl. Just a whole part of New York, mostly abandoned. And can you believe it? Granted, it's a smaller part of the city, and I think some people still live here, actually. But it's mostly deserted. Apparently, some murders happened here or something. Yahoo! It's never really been properly documented, though, for some reason. Oh, though I just didn't look too far into it. Regardless of what happened, or even it's true, it's the perfect place to shoot my horror movie. I got some nice ideas, but I'll tell you them in person. You probably don't know where it is. It's the northwest from here. Don't worry about getting lost. Many of the roads around here have been blocked off. We made sure to leave the right one clear for you, I think. See you soon, about there. Wonderful. Let's hope I don't have to do that again. Universal Italian accent is 100% just Mario and Luigi. It's me, Luigi. And the blue key goes, that's right, into the square hole. Everything goes in the square hole. We figured this one out. We've all been through preschool. Hey, it's a script from your uncle's movie. There's your character, just as your uncle promised. You're playing the protagonist. It's Ashley Graham, a 16-year-old girl with some parental issues. Apparently you needed to remind your uncle that you wanted to play a male character, but whatever. You keep reading the script. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, this is terrible. Probably your uncle's worst work to date. You swallow your pride and sigh. All actors start somewhere. It's gonna be okay. You think to yourself in adorably broken English. At least you get to take down the killer at the end, so that's neat. So a chef kiss Italian accent. It was absolutely terrible, but I do not apologize. Oh, that's cute. I like that the tablecloth does a little flip as you dive underneath it. That's cool. Alright, what's in the chest? A purple key. Chat, can you help me? Where does the purple key go? Can you see a purple? Sorry, let's stop that. Let's stop that. Hey, cool, gotta get back to class. Thank you for stopping by, mate. Have a great day. Hopefully your class goes smoothly and is actually interesting. Lord knows I've been through enough of them that really aren't. It's a little mouse. Did you take my key? We'll never know. It goes in the square hole. Probably. It's on a keychain. You're gonna lose it, lose like that. Yeah, we don't need the key. They're not important. There's perfectly good tape in this bin. We'll save it for later. You never know. We might need it. Also, Acme Looney Tunes reference confirmed. We are in the Looney Tunes universe. We may bump into, I don't know, Roadrunner during this playthrough. Only one way to find out. Alright, this is a weird set of back alleys that we're going through. Makes me feel slightly uncomfortable. Probably shouldn't be using up all my stamina, but I'm sure it doesn't matter yet. Oh, okay, that is a rock that we can move. Why do we need to move the rock? You know what? Why did you put these here? That's a very suspicious thing to do. So is that the one piece of, like, greenery we've seen anywhere. It's the only space I've seen with a vine. If I was a rock, I would try and use you to break some glass. Let's find out. Nope, does nothing. Alright, fine. It is just a rock, for rock reasons. It's here to rock, but it ain't here to roll. Okay. It says, well, your favourite Warner Brothers cartoon was the one with the Abattoir Man who killed everyone. Totally had no lasting impact on my young psyche. A lot of the older cartoons are legit somewhat terrifying if you take them out of context. Alright, hello, don't mind me, just coming through your house. Swipe, swipe, gotta make sure the house is spotless, just how I like it. Oh, hello, please don't mind the mess, I'm cleaning. I hope my mess outside wasn't too much of a bother. But what are you doing? Like, the whole thing's cluttered. Like, did they pay you to do this? Because you're not doing it very well. You can go through my house, it's no problem at all. Just don't make a mess of things, alright? Say, you're not from around here, are you? What brings you to New York City? A movie, you say? Oh, how exciting. Yes, I did see your uncle's crew passing by a few minutes ago. They also walked right the way through my house, and that's why I'm having to clean it up now. Ah, old dude in a wheelchair. Getting some representation in here, I like it. He seems unresponsive. Is he dead? No. You shouldn't be here. The Abattoir Man's out there. He'll kill you. Dad, stop scaring him with those stories. I'm really sorry. My father has these episodes sometimes. I've seen him. I've seen him with my own eyes. He's out there. Leave this place. don't listen to him. Also, can I just say, I appreciate that you stopped the music specifically for this. Prior to this, with this lovely kind of like gentle synth in the background, and now it's gone silent just for this moment. That's a nice touch. My father doesn't know what he's saying sometimes. A few years ago, this legend about the Abattoir Man started spreading. I think it started back in the 80's, and people claimed to see a giant cleaver-wielding shadow. I guess it had something to do with all the murders that have been going on around here. Oh, no. The murders were not from the giant shadow that was wielding the cleaver. The murders were from the giant shadow that was wielding a chainsaw, but I'd see how you'd get confused. The Abattoir Man had absolutely nothing to do with that. It was just a legend. But then after the accident at that nearby factory, more people started believing it. I'm sorry, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. There used to be this big factory nearby. It was called Sassafras Mechanics. Dad used to work there. And one day there was some sort of accident within the building. People heard an explosion and, well, no one knows actually. There was a police investigation, but it went nowhere because they couldn't make it far into the building on account of all the dead bodies that were blocking the doors. It wasn't just police being lazy either. My father used to complain all the time about how much of a mess the whole building was. Apparently the owner wanted to turn the building into a real fortress, but that just led to a tremendous loss of life. This whole story is disgusting to me. Such a waste of life, all because one man had such dreams of grandeur or whatever. And the fact people took that and spun it into some stupid horror tale, even my own father believes it. I don't get it. I'm sorry, I'm rambling on. You don't need to know all this, but this is the only way that we're going to give you this exposition, so that's why I'm here. And there's a small part of the city nearby that became deserted, probably due to all the murders going on. But some people genuinely believe that dumb legend had something to do with the people moving out. Of course, that's complete nonsense. People just started moving out because the police were useless in stopping all the murders. Look, I don't want you to think our city is some unsafe hellhole. I mean, look how inviting I've been, letting you just wander straight through my house. I am the best that New York City has to offer. I'm here, I'm accommodating, I will clean up your footprints when you leave, and I'll hope that I'll never see your face again. So just keep an eye out, keep out of the shady places and you'll be fine. You know, random dark alleyways, abandoned buildings. Just be careful. There's a lot of unsavory types in this city. Punks, drug addicts, thieves. But there's no such thing as an abattoir man. The rest of them, they're totally fine. Don't worry about them. Just New York being New York, I'm afraid. Thank you for talking to me from all the way over there. I too like to have multi-paragraph conversations with someone that's in the next room and around the corner. Sorry, I'm being sassy because it's just fun to be sassy. At the end of the day, very nicely told little story, great little bit of world building. Love the way that you kind of work that in. Also, this old guy in the wheelchair reminds me of, I think it's George from Stardew Valley. It's just something, like, it's not just because he's in a wheelchair, but just the general character design seems pretty similar. Yeah, let's just leave the old man alone. Also appropriately grumpy. Hi. You better have wiped your feet. So help me if I find you brought in dirt from outside and I have to clean this house all over again. Nah, I'm just joking. But no, I'm actually serious. I'll find you and drag your ass back here so you clean your mess. You know what? I'll hold you to that because you might actually rescue me from the Abattoir Man. This might be the only way that we get out of this alive. Also, what is this? Oh, that's just an empty can of powdered milk. Honestly, if you want to keep it, be my guest. I was just going to throw it away anyways. It's got a cute little fairy on it. I will 100% keep that, and I'm sure it will be useful at some point, maybe. I'll come to this in a sec. Let me just catch up on the chat. Starshire Renewal, you like the tippy-tappy noises of the walking and the running being different. Itches the brain right. It 1000% does. That's a nice little attention to detail. Yeah, the sound effects are pretty nicely far. It's just this universe. Almost no one does their work. Sydney Flowers would love to know what video game series / standalone game affected your perception on games. For example, are you more inclined to first-person shooters or Soulsborne or RPG Maker games, and why? To answer your question briefly, so we don't detract from the game too much, I've had a pretty varied background when it comes to games that I'm pretty thankful for, although I guess growing up I missed out on a lot of some of the indie scene stuff, so I'm glad I get to experience some of it now. I did grow up primarily with Nintendo games, so I would say the likes of Mario and Zelda probably shaped my perceptions on games the most. I had a lot of games on like the Game Boy Advance, Nintendo DS. I started gaming on the original Game Boy with like Pokemon Blue. I've played games on the Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, GameCube, Wii, never had a Wii U, and then moved to the Switch. But I got into PC gaming, gosh, when would that have been? Probably in the early 2000s when I got my first laptop, and it was stupid, but one of the first games that I got on my laptop, and I'm amazed that it was able to play it, was Crysis. So suddenly diving into the likes of like Crysis and Modern Warfare, Elder Scrolls Oblivion and Morrowind, I played around with mods on those. Like, those were some of the games that I sunk a lot of hours into, but also a lot of older MMORPGs. RuneScape was the first online game that I played. Also played a lot of Flash games back in the day because being in a boarding school, those were the only ones that would work on the school computers. So played quite a bit of Flash stuff as well. So there you go, a little bit of background. Yeah, the arm grab got you. Yeah, that did kind of come out of nowhere. That was a nice little touch. He was innocent, I tells ya. Ty, hello. How you doing, mate? Thanks for stopping by. I hope you're having a great day and getting to enjoy some of the fun little game that we've got here. Can't wait for us to get into some of the horror stuff. This is going to be interesting. Knuckles the Chuckles, that's one of the game's multiple... Oh, there's collectibles. That's fun. Okay, I like that. I like that. She's going to kill the Abattoir Man so he doesn't kill you before you clean your mess up. Oh, she's going to splash blood everywhere, though. So you have to lay down some plastic first so it's easy to clean up afterwards. The Flash games are kind of the indie scene. I mean, they were at the time. They were quite experimental and a little bit unique, which is good fun. And Morrowind is such a good game. I would say everything about Morrowind is fantastic except for the melee combat. Swinging your weapon and just missing over and over and over and over again because the roll of the dice wasn't in your favor was incredibly frustrating. But once you got far enough into the game that it wasn't a problem anymore, then it becomes good. But going from that to Oblivion was mind-blowing. Absolutely mind-blowing. Okay, it's a book on biblical creatures. There's a mark on the page for Nephilims. Nephilims, meaning giants in Hebrew, are incredibly large and strong beings believed to be born from the union of an angel and a human woman. The Nephilim are normally portrayed as tall, muscular demigods capable of incredible power. Many works also describe the Nephilim as evil giants. The Book of Jubilees states that God flooded the earth to rid the world of all Nephilim. Okay, I guess the tie-in here is in the chat. Sorry. But I'm guessing where this hooks into the story is that the Abattoir Man is much taller than they should be, and therefore possibly a Nephilim. Okay, music disappears as we come down the alleyway as well. It's getting spooky. Oh no, it's back. It just happened to fade out at that particular point in time. That is a long alleyway of nothing, my friend. Okay. That caught me off guard a little bit. Why was there a noise? Hey, look! It's a companion cube. You find a strange looking puzzle box. It's got some neat little details in gold. Unfortunately, you were never good with these kinds of puzzle boxes, and you don't really want to mess with it either and risk ruining it. It'd be a pretty cool display piece. Got a strange puzzle box. Perfect. Well, if I make it out of here alive, at least I've got something I can put on a shelf that looks cool. KW, what's up, Grail? What's up, chat? Good day, I hope. Thank you for stopping by, KW. How you doing? It is a good day indeed because we're getting into some indie gaming goodness. And we're not dead yet, so that's probably a good thing, right? I mean, they're just testing some sound effects. Yeah, just testing some sound effects. That's all it is. We've got nothing to worry about. Like I said, they were shooting some movies over here. Apparently one of them is Pokemon. Yeah, I walked straight into that. Why did I do that? Tape was found. I'm guessing I might have been able to use that, but for some reason my brain went, let's step in the bear trap. Oh no, it's Uncle Joe's film crew. They're all dead, butchered, and torn apart. Uncle Joe isn't here though, or maybe the remains aren't recognizable. I was never good at forensics. It's the black outline. Watch out. That's a nice, like, way to make it a little bit foreboding. We've not seen what he looks like yet, so all we have to go off is the sound of him walking by. So that's actually a nice touch. Hammer was found. Could be useful for destroying traps. Just walk over any trap to destroy it. Hammer's limited though. It can be used once per trap. Okay. So don't walk over them if you can help it. I might just see, where did he go? Can I just leave? Oh, I can't. I wanted to go back and see if that lady was okay. Alright, let's go then. We're gonna find our dead uncle. Maybe. We need closure on this, clearly. Oh, that's not good. Okay. What do we got? Hammer and tape. Look at us getting all the collectibles. Tape was found. So tapes we use to save. There we go. We have done our first ever save. Honestly, who's leaving all these bear traps around? Do they not realize how inconsiderate this is? Do they not think that someone might come walking through here? Okay. KW, the sprite's really cool, but it looks like it's pasted onto a black square. It is the point, it is the artistic style that all of the sprites are on black square backgrounds. It's intentional. It's a choice. I don't know if it quite gels with me. I feel like the characters and designs would have more impact if they were just regular sprites, but I get that it's a stylistic choice. It's a company flyer. Okay. Sassafras Mechanics. Sassafras Mechanics. Security measures for the common and uncommon men alike. Oh, well, we've definitely found some uncommon men, that's for sure. Yeah, hands up in chat. Are you an uncommon man? Or are you an ultra rare triple S? Okay. There's a lot of nothing in this corridor. Okay, I mean, this place is a little less beat up. Is this where the Abattoir Man hangs out in between his killing sprees?
Hello? Is someone there?
We found someone! Someone not dead.
Michael? Is that you, Nipote?
Oh, it's my uncle. Hi. Azazel, security measures in question. 50 billion bear traps. If you want bear traps, oh boy, can we help. Maybe that's all that this company manufactured. Yeah, we're a security company. We sell security measures. If you want some bear traps, we've got you covered. We'll put bear traps everywhere. Your place will be incredibly secure. What's that? You want to leave? You can't leave. There's bear traps. You asked for this. KW, you're doing fine today, liking the retro look of the game. It is a very stylistic retro game, but I love that the character portraits are a lot more detailed. It gives this lovely contrast between the two. That's pretty cool. Oh, and the music starts coming back. Knuckles the Chuckles, the ultra rare quirky man. Hell yes. KW, ultra rare mythic men rise up. I think you're the only one in the chat. I mean, it's ultra rare mythic. Knuckles, you're voicing Joe. Oh, that's fun.
Oh, thank God it's you. For a moment, I thought it was...
I see you went for the Mario route as well.
Oh, Michael, my boy, this is terrible. Everyone's dead.
It's like a slightly more mature Mario, and I love it. Oh, no, Michael, my boy, this is terrible. Everybody's dead. My mum is a Peach and a Luigi, and even a Wario. They're all dead. Oh, I want to see Mario in a murder mystery now. It's going to be freaking amazing. I'm of the medium rare kind. I like a medium rare beef with fur. Nice. Medium rare is the best way to have beef.
We're in deep trouble, Michael. There's a murderer after us.
Honestly, well done. That sounds fantastic.
So you saw him too, right? You know I'm not crazy. Oh God, he didn't look human. He was huge. He was a giant, like 3 meters tall.
Like a
He
Nephilim?
butchered my whole crew in mere seconds. I'm sorry, Michael. I don't think we'll be able to shoot the movie anytime soon.
He has turned my stars into a little strands like a spaghetti. It's turned my best actors into meatballs. I did not see that coming, and that is incredible. The combination of just the censored bleep with that art is, mwah, fantastic. I'm in. Let's do this.
Yes. You're right, Michael. Forget the movie. I guess there are more important things to worry about right now. Anyway, I managed to sneak out while my crew was getting murdered.
I see, so you're a coward. And I can tell that because you speak with a lowercase I. And that tells me that you think less of yourself. You are not worthy of an uppercase I. Ah, you're a bloody coward. Aside that Michael doesn't actually speak any lines. Not much of an actor, are you, Michael?
What? What was I supposed to do? Die in solidarity?
Yes! The captain goes down with the ship. What were you thinking?
He was twice my height and incredibly muscular. I couldn't fight him even if I wanted to. Well, I managed to make my way here, but I think there was some sort of cave-in and now I'm stuck.
I see. So what you're saying is you're going to leave me to my own devices.
I don't really know my way out of here, so I'm gonna need your help, Nipote. Go find something so I can cross the board.
Sure. How about I go find some police?
Yeah, look around for
just leave.
a large plank or anything. It's anything to cross this gap.
What if I find the body of a 10-foot tall butcherer and murder him and then lay him across the gap? Would that work?
Please, be quick before he comes back.
Okay, sure. Let's go find a plank. I'm gonna laugh if like this is the entire game.
Michael, go home.
Did you say go home? I mean, I would very happily go home if I had the choice.
Go home, Michael. Leave this place.
I can't. I have to find a plank. In this maze of boxes somewhere. Is that my inner monologue that's telling me to go home? It's a very strong, powerful, non-Italian accent telling me to go home. You found a large plank. Maybe this could be used to cross that big gap on the road. And of course, by the time we get there, he's probably left and gone somewhere else, hasn't he? Alright. Oh god, good point, Stars Shiranui. It's literally God talking to my own head, warning me about the 10-foot tall terror that's about to kill me. There is something else to the left, and I'm wondering if I'm going to get chased through here shortly. Because we're going to do this the long way, right? Hello? Hello? Uncle? Are you still here? No? Okay. Not a problem. I pushed the wrong button and I made everything just crash. My bad. It's all good. We're back. We're back now. Okay. I did actually want to go back this way because I feel like there might actually be something hiding up here. Like another collectible. Let's go take a look. Well, that was nothing over that side. Or that side. So... that was fun. Oh, there's a thing down there. Look at it. It's a little Mario, a little chef. It's got a little chef hat on. How do we get down to the little Mario? There must be something. Aha! There was a secret all along. We're gonna get all this first. Got a hammer. It's tape. Hammer. Hammer. Tape. That's alright, because we are one of the hammer bros. A figurine of Chef the Pecorino. He's got a very scared and tense expression on his face. And he's Italian. You relate a lot with his character. Got a Chef Pecorino. Well, what about this way? Nothing. Okay. Well, we found the hidden thing. We're good. We can finish the game now. Okay. The kid's name is Michael. We've already got a biblical reference. True, true. There might be a link there. You could be onto something. Well, so much for that. Only the sturdiest of planks. Our poor uncle probably would have fallen straight in. Okay. The only way to defeat a 3-foot tall man is with a minimum 4-foot tall man. Everyone knows that. Yeah, you gotta have the height advantage. Always.
Ah! They're not here!
Really?
Cazzo! Why did I say anything? Oh, I'm so dead. Wait a minute. Nipote?
Yes, it's me. I don't
Oh,
speak
Michael,
anything.
It's just you. I knew I recognized those infernal screeches. Very good.
I love that Micah was meant to be like the main character in whatever movie this is. I'm hoping in the script it is just scream, yelp, shriek, scream again. Because literally cannot say anything.
I'm sorry for that. I didn't really know how long it would take to come, so I had to hide. All right, let's get out of here. What,
First good idea
with
you've
that
had.
face? Oh, the plank you used to cross broke? So we're both stuck here.
Got it in one.
Okay.
I'm glad I was able to mime that out for you.
Deep breath.
We're playing charades just part way through.
It's fine.
Who cares about the danger?
It's fine. There must be another way out of this place, right? We can find it together.
Yes, the way out is going to be in a body bag from the sound of it.
Don't worry, Nipote. I got you into this mess, and I'll get you out.
I mean, honestly, I think I kind of got myself into this mess. My ability just to follow danger is an innate sixth sense that I seem to have. Yeah. So we're going this way. It just got pulled underground. You look down the hole and see if you can find Uncle Joe. Yep, he's down there all right. All over the place. Well, that says that we should probably go now, shouldn't we? Just maybe. Let's go this way. Okay, we need a yellow key to get through there. Sure, sure. We're not sprinting yet because there's no actual danger yet. The music's gotten a little bit more intense and I can appreciate that. We're going to save just so we don't have to go through that cutscene again. What's in the blue chest? Yellow key was found. Perfect. Love to see it. Okay. 100% agree though, Zazel. The panicked animation when walking looks funny because it's meant to look like this. So when you're just walking, it's just looking flustered. He's just flapping. Quite literally flapping. But it also pauses if you're not moving. So he's just in a constant state of, mild shock. I should open the inventory. That was that button. Ah! Yes, definitely in mild shock. Anything interesting here? We have got Chef Pecorino. Drinking healthy powdered milkadoo. And a strange puzzle box. The art is fantastic, and Knuckles, you did a great job with the voice acting. Alright, let's go this way. Are we maybe going to get chased this time? We've got a blue key. Okay. It's just how you walk, Glowfrog. Also, hey, Glowfrog, how you doing? Welcome back. I will forever read your name as Glowfrog now. Sydney Flowers going to head out, but I'll definitely be back later. Streams, it's hitting 4 a.m. for you in my cold little state. Everyone be safe here and have a great night. Thank you for stopping by, Sydney Flowers. It's been a wonderful time having you here. Hope you have a wonderful night. And hopefully I'll see you in a future stream. don't forget to check out the rest of the VOD later. Catch you around. Starship Grail, you know what the puzzle box is a reference to. Do I? Strange puzzle box. I can't say I do, no. Apologies. Box covered with gold markings, I think it says. Might not be something I'm familiar with. I'm not familiar with Hellraiser. My deepest apologies. Feel free to unsubscribe, I would totally understand. Okay. I do like the little sense of urgency that the music gives. It's a cute touch. Also, this looks suspicious. Is there anything here? There is not. That makes me sad. Anytime I see a little crook like that, or nook rather, I'm like, okay, there must be something there. Warning! Private property. Keep out. You know what? When I'm being chased by a 10-foot tall man wielding a hatchet, yeah, we're going. Okay, we're going this way. I'm going to put that in there just because it looks better. I'm guessing that noise means it was a checkpoint of some kind. It didn't autosave. Yeah, sorry, it was meant to be nook, not crook. Nook and cranny. It's a nook and cranny, not... Hang on, yeah, nook and cranny, not a crook and nanny. My brain was doing a letter swap. 10,000 years of jail for not having seen Hellraiser. Alright, I'll put that on my to-watch list. Because I'm probably going to get even more flack for this. Hellraiser's anime, right? Pretty sure it's anime. It looks like this corpse has been left here for a few years. Well, that's fun. You found an email dated December 10th, 1985. No? What am I thinking of then? If that's... I am very confused. Hellraiser 1 and 2. Hang on. Google, what is Hellraiser? What am I getting myself mixed up with? Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, no. I know what you're talking about now. I can see it in the picture. Demon to some, angel to others. This is... I should know who this is by. So I'm pretty sure I looked at this not that long ago. Yeah, Clive Barker. Yeah. Okay. I was like, I knew the name from somewhere. Hellraiser is definitely horror. Can I be excused, Your Honor? I'm bad with blood. Ah, it's fine. It's not blood. It's just gratuitous amounts of tomato sauce. It's fine. Alright. Hellraiser's movie with Pinhead. I love how it's all very similar names. Find an email dated December 10th. Also, not sure what I was thinking of when I was thinking of an anime. There must have been something that came out recently with a name that's similar to that made me think of it. Alright, oh, we can cancel them. You found an email dated December 10th, 1985. Well, we're going to really introduce you to a modern day concept by cancelling you. Emails in the 80s? Of course, yeah, that makes sense. This place is a mess. I don't know what's gotten into Mr. Sassafras as of late, but the way he's been running things down here is completely deranged. He's implemented some extreme security measures in this company that concern me a lot. Now, I don't think wanting to make the building safer is a problem, especially considering what this company's all about, but the way Mr. Sassafras has gone about it makes no sense. So many doors have been locked away with keys or keycards or passwords. I don't get it. How does he expect his workers to simply walk around this building? When I asked him, he talked about some monster that's been stalking him. He also said he's been seeing a child he met back in the 1960s. And if that wasn't bad enough, he's sold his house and has now been living in some part of this building. At first I thought Mr. Sassafras was just an old man getting on in years, but now I realize he's completely lost touch with reality. He's not fit to run this company anymore. I understand he founded Sassafras Mechanics, but he's going to destroy all the work he's put into it, and we can't let that happen. I think you know this too, Jess. We got to get rid of him. We'll figure this out later. Email written by Walter J. Moore. Alright, well, we already had employees conspiring against their boss, so that's fun. We need a key card to get through there. Okay, I like that. We're getting a little bit more backstory. I love a good bit of optional lore in my video games. Okay. Sassafras has a mechanics shop, so you could have been a soda mogul. That is probably another reference that I do not get. Alright, well, we got some free stuff in here, so we'll make sure to take that. Actually, one question that I do have for you, Knuckles, is how long is this game? I know we've been going through at a very slow pace because we keep getting distracted, but if you had a semi-efficient playthrough and we're not talking to chat all the freaking time, I do wonder how long it would take to get through. Also, I love that there's a magical device that can just reset the position of boxes because reasons. That's how that works. Sassafras is a plant that's made into oh, okay. Sounds... Would there be any relation to sarsaparilla? Because that's what it sounds like. Huh. I have already messed this up. Go me. We can reset the box position from here though, and that seems to be actually the correct way to solve this puzzle. Cool, we got the key card. We got a brown key for my brown pants. I'm gonna need some brown. What was that? Oh, it's just a blood stain on the wall. I thought it was something attached to the wall, and I was like, oh, that's all kinds of bad. All right, off we go. Let's go find this door again. Here we are. Here we go. No, we need to use it here. There we go. Well, someone tried to hide here, and it did not go well. So, you find a bloodied heart box. You open it, and instead of finding delicious chocolate, you find a real human heart. Gross. But you don't want to be rude, so you accept this gift and hold on to it for a while. Until you find the nearest trash can and throw it away while no one is looking. Got the bloodied heart box. Okay, it is for root beer, yeah. I mean, yeah, doesn't your place have one of those around? The sarsaparilla? No. I'm in Australia. We do not have sarsaparilla plants. Not a thing. That's very much an American US thing as far as I know. Most people normally finish the game in 3 to 4 hours on the first playthrough, depending on how often they die. Well, let's try to do this without dying, although I probably will in the very first instance. Alright, so we need a white key to get through there, blue key for there. And we need some batteries here as well. Purple key, blue key. Excellent. We are making progress. And as long as we don't get attacked by someone, we can keep making progress. So where am I trying to take? I have to take the battery all the way down there. Gotcha. I'm assuming this resets the battery? It does. So we can go this way. Well, that was already a mistake. I can see where I went wrong. Let's reset that. We are going to go this way. I'm guessing most people would probably do that because it's just human instinct to want to, at least in the first instance, take the shortest route possible. But that doesn't work. Also, I probably should have opened the door before I brought it all the way down there because otherwise I'm just going to, like, lock myself in. So let's do that and then go all the way back around again. Oh, gosh. Out of breath already. Let's bring you down. You can just stay there for a sec while I see where we're actually going to be taking you. Because we're going to come down this way. Okay, yeah, and then I put you there. Again, it's a long way to take a battery. And it just feels like it is... If I'm being totally honest, it feels a little like padding. Some of the areas are larger than it feels like they need to be. Because they're large but serve no purpose. And maybe it is just my nature and my preference for games, but I like a world of, not necessarily efficiency, but a world where things serve a purpose. And sometimes that means that it needs to be bigger, and that's okay. Now, can I actually just take this battery through? Yeah, okay, cool. The door stays open. It's a battery-powered switch just to turn things on. Interesting. There we go. Now we get through. White key found. And we've got a little bit of a treasure room up here. We'll take that. I'll laugh if just like at some point, in the same way that our poor dear uncle got killed, He also just burst through the floor and kills us. No warning, no context. Like, that's how the game ends. You're just walking down a hallway, you think you've escaped, and boom! Dead. Straight up. Never stood a chance. Ah. We did find a key. Okay, so I guess that kind of makes sense. What I noticed there was a little bit of inconsistency. When we were downstairs, we had to find a key card to use on a device that looks like the reset devices, like that one up there. And that was what opened the door for us. But this was, oh, there's a lock on the side and opens the thing. So it functionally works in the same way, but looks different for reasons. Now, maybe there is a reason, I just don't understand it yet. But, I don't know, felt a bit weird. Alright, look at us go, finding our way through this factory. Oh, hello.
I knew he wasn't alone. Luckily, it's just a butter-faced rat boy.
Who you calling rat boy? Look at you. You look like a punk wannabe. You got glasses on that make you look like the weirdest kind of fly that I've ever seen. You also hang around garbage every single day, as far as I can tell.
Well.
Oh, it's the clown posse.
Mate? Looking to steal our new hideout? Or maybe you're just looking for trouble.
I wasn't looking for nothing. But why are the two of you here? Were you trying to find a little quiet space to get a little bit of alone time? I mean, if that's the case, like, actually you got some, like, a couch set on the side there, you got a TV. Like, yeah, no one would disturb you here. I mean, like, if abandoned warehouses are your kink, I'm not one to judge, but I'm sorry for intruding if I've, like, ruined the mood or something. Sorry.
Well, I'm happy to say you found it. Real fucking trouble.
Sorry. There was something about the way the first sentence was voiced there. And also, Knuckles, well done. Great way of being able to switch up the accent on these. Just something about that accent almost made it sound like Goofy, which was great. Like, hello, I'm happy to say you found it. Real fucking trouble. Yeah, if this is a Pokemon battle, you just know they're about to throw out a, oh shoot, just had a mental blank. I can picture in my head, Coffin and Wheezing, Ghastly. There's the poison types coming out. Panda, what? Okay, I'm just going to let Panda out. One sec, guys, one sec. Come on. There you go. She's just sitting by the door staring at me. Yeah, it's Zubat, of course. 100% Azazel. I was tempted just to move to the next line there to do exactly what the text says and rudely cut them off.
Shut it! Give us everything he's got, or else.
But I got nothing.
Now hold on a second, Rex. I think this kid's walking a little light. What should we do about that? In that case, Vex, I think I'm gonna get some fun out of this piece of meat one way or another. If you get what I mean.
I don't like where this is going.
Ooh, I like where this is.
Oh!
The fuck is that?
Okay, cool. We're actually getting saved by this guy. Turns out he's just incredibly misunderstood. He's here to protect us. Our guardian angel. Perfect. That's exactly what my guardian angel would do. Brutal. Sorry.
Fatality! Double kill!
Oh, brutal. Look at that art. Good stuff. Great work on the voice acting. Don't mind me. I've left here. Found a tape. Hello, did you have any loot on you? Oh, brutal. You wonder if all this disappeared before or after he died? Terrifies you how that monster made tearing a grown 6-foot-tall man in half look so easy. These are claw marks. Uncle Joe was right. That thing can't be human. Cardboard box. Can I go all snake eater with a cardboard box and just dive inside? That'd be fantastic. You can hide in it like the sneaky sneak you are. Select from the inventory to use. I'm guessing it's a one and done, so we're gonna save that for absolute emergencies. Yeah, alright. Supply closet. Supply closets are optional rooms you can open for extra items. In your first playthrough, it's very likely you won't be able to open all of them. Depending on how you play the game, you might find that you don't need to open every door, meaning you'll get to keep the key. In those cases, it's very likely you'll be able to open one of these supply closets. I see. That's a nice way to do, like, additional playthroughs, but also I have just the key, so I can... Ta-da! I'm guessing the supply closet has something else in there. We've got some turbo pills. Alrighty, kids, don't do drugs. A single-use recorder. It only plays one note. Is that...
Is that Freddy? Freddy, is that you?
You find a little figurine of Fitzgerald Berenstain, the mascot of an old defunct pizzeria, Fitzgerald's House of Pizza. You just built one of those restaurants with big singing animatronics. Pretty popular with the children. Until the bite. Then the murders happened. Like, a lot of murders. Way more murders than any restaurant could hope to have without being closed down. These figurines are quite rare nowadays. Might as well take it. You might be able to sell it for a small fortune. Or just keep it. It's a pretty cool figure. It can't be worth that much. It's already been taken out of its packaging. And the blood stains have been wiped off of it. So, yeah, it's not worth that much anymore, really. Alright. Stationery. I don't know, I've had nails that could be called claws before. Yes, but did you tear someone's face off with them? That's the real question. Or rather, could you? That was absolutely a Freddy. Love it. Berenstain, who's to say? No one can agree. Yeah, anyone who's played in the early console era would instinctively try to hide in the box. It just means that we're abiding by the correct video game rules. Alright, we've got another save point down here. Yeah, why not? Yellow key found. Okay, that's nice, but what's this way? We'll never know. I can't actually get through there. And that is one thing that I find just a little confusing. Like, I know everything's on a grid layout. Cool. Secret. Love it. Also, why did it disappear that time? The first time I walked over it, it didn't disappear, but now it's disappeared. So, a couple of things here. First of all, what I was originally saying was that the way these tile sprites are constructed, it makes it look like I would be able to fit between the two of them. And then I love the fact that I did just by not fitting between the two of them. Secondly, you have actually left a trail of broken glass or rubble or whatever it is, kind of like glass here, that shows you that there is a secret path there. So that's a nice little attention to detail if you were looking for it. Hi! You find a smiley face? Wait, why is it so creepy? It's... Oh god, that's terrible. This thing exudes evil. It's evil! Wait, why are you putting it in your pocket? Are you mad? Fine, whatever. Take it. Got Killer Otto. Yet another reference to something that I do not have any knowledge of. Again, I am not a horror movie goer. I've watched maybe 1 or 2 in my entire life, and I couldn't even tell you what it was that I watched. So that's why I find these kind of games very interesting, because there'll be some references in it that all of you will be able to get, and a lot of references that'll just go way over my head. Ah, it's an old school creepypasta. Again, creepypasta, it's basically early internet horror, right? So it's another thing that I would have missed. Can't just go through there. Okay. I've got another blink. Oh, wow. You're going to make me do a back and forward maze here, aren't you? I'm going to save judgment until we get towards the end of this. Another blue key, which I have to use to go through here because I can't get the other one. Blue key, yellow key. We get through here. We get through here. We do that. We get this. Right. Knuckles. You have committed a cardinal sin of game design. Explain to me in 50 words or less, what was the purpose of that section? What did that serve in order to progress either the gameplay or the narrative? It's funny. I think it would be funny if you had like a threat of something chasing you. Or the character commented on it afterwards, like maybe they do when I get to the other end. And of course, like, I'm saying this, but I'm saying this jokingly. One word based. Excellent. But on a... You won't love what's about to happen. Hey! Is it going to be more of this? Because if it's more of this, then you're absolutely right. This comes back to like what I was saying earlier, though. Like, on a serious note, if you're implementing something in the game, the question you should always ask yourself is, does this elevate the game and make it better? Making the player go through a maze back and forth to grab a key might be fun to build from a game dev perspective. From a player perspective, I'm sure most of us agree that it is a bit of a time waster. It feels like padding to move through it. It's not bad. It works and it does what it's supposed to do. It's not broken, but it's not particularly fun. It's not what I came here for. I came here to be spooked and to be chased by bad guys in a camp 80s/90s horror style game. That doesn't do that. That's not what I'm here for. However, this game's also completely free, so I can't judge too much wanting to pad out the game a little bit. Alright, so now we go through here. We do. Okay, here we go. That sounds like we're being chased, so let's go a little... Oh, shoot. Okay. Yeah, that feels like actual pressure. Go! You got away, but something tells you it won't be so easy to do so again the next time he chases you. It's probably best not to let him see you at all from now on. There we go. I take it back. That is exactly what I was hoping for. Thank you very, very much. Wait, I was here for the hot demon thing. I hope we get to find the hot demon thing at some point. KW, not gonna lie, watching your videos has been invaluable for farming tons and tons of game dev critique and advice. I will, like, share what I can, but I always say take it with a massive pinch of salt, because I am not a game dev myself. There's only so much practical and useful advice that I can give. Everything that I share is simply from my experience, my biases for what I enjoy and don't enjoy about different games and different genres. So yeah, always take it with a bit of pinch of salt, because it's not going to be 100% the truth. I am one person, and this is one person's like opinion on things. And like any human, I can be wrong, and that is absolutely okay. People are welcome to disagree with me. That's what makes this stuff fun. Yeah, not being a game dev makes you perfect, exactly the random player you need. I am happy to be that playtester that comes through and goes, yeah, this doesn't work and here's why I didn't like it. Oh man, I don't have the brown key. But can I? And now I can't go backwards. It makes me sad. I can't get that collectible. You found the map of this area. Press Q to open the full map. Press W to toggle the mini-map. Nice! Okay. That is very neat. Fully functioning mini-map. And there's the full world map as well. Shows our start, exit. Shows where things are connected. That's cool. I like that. Adding in a new mechanic. You find an unsigned letter on top of this desk. We're going to read it. I don't understand what's the deal with these new security measures. Why do we suddenly need doors locks behind more than one key? I feel your pain. The workers here have been complaining about the exit door needing 2 keys to open, which gets really annoying when someone has to use the bathroom. Using 2 keys just makes me think of like the president of the US needing 2 keys to arm like the fire the nuclear devices. Like, we're treating bathrooms with the same level of reverence as the nuclear codes. Although maybe the bathroom looks like someone dropped a nuke in there, if you know what I mean. I would take this up with Mr. Sassafras, but honestly, that man has lost it at this point. There's no talking to him. He seems to think there's some conspiracy against him. I hear Walter Moore has some plans to replace Sassafras. I'm not sure what he's planning, but I'm not going to get in his way. I urge everyone to do the same. The faster we get rid of Sassafras, the quicker we can return to a normal working environment. Ah yes, I too am all for workers' rights. Okay, we've got a brown key, hammer, and a chisel. Nope, it's another hammer. It's definitely not a chisel. Is Mr. Abattoir Man a hot, sexy demon under the mask and guts? I need to know for science. We'll do our best to find out. KW, I think overall your critique comes with a valid point to back it up. Obviously, there's been an opinion or two that I've not agreed with, but that doesn't take away from the rest. And that's absolutely fine. Like, if that's the bet, like, if that's the outcome, I'm happy with that. There have definitely been some bad takes that I've had, and some that I kind of, in hindsight, regret including. There was one or two things that I put into the worst JRPG ever video for Arcane Rays, specifically around like the naming conventions of the currency and a few other points where I've gone, you know what, actually in hindsight, there were more egregious things that I could have called attention to and didn't. And part of the reason why those points don't hold up was actually because of my lack of game knowledge, and I hadn't played the right things. So I will make mistakes. When people call me out on it, I don't get offended. I use that as a learning experience. It's an opportunity for me to grow and develop my own skills as a game reviewer, because that's the point. Like, if I'm still reviewing games in 5 years' time, as well as I did when I started the channel, I'm doing something wrong because I haven't learned. And that's why I've been really enjoying this, because this has really helped my skills from a critique perspective. Have I seen the things people do to bathrooms? Yeah, they drop nukes. Or that one Family Guy meme of Peter going to the vault. It does remind me of that a little bit. I've seen way too many bathrooms where people's asses seem to miss the toilet seat. Some people don't deserve public toilets. You are 10,000% correct. Yeah. I swear that when it comes to public bathrooms, or even sometimes in the workplace, even more so confusing in the workplace, I think, more than anywhere else, is when people seem to behave like they've never seen a toilet before in their life. You walk in and you're just like, how is this even possible? You have managed to get poo in places that it shouldn't be possible to get poo. It's just, it makes no sense. And then you realize that you're in your workplace and you know every single person that could have used that bathroom. And you really start to question the people that you work with. That's concerning. It's easy to fall into the mindset of being nitpicky when something's already not quite to your liking. Has something to do with immersion, I think. Yeah, it does. And sometimes you get a little bit too hooked on one point that's actually not that meaningful at the end of the day. Making mountains out of molehills, I think, is the saying. Alright, we need to get that battery up to there. The only way to do that is to be able to open the brown door. And I don't think we have a brown key. Do we? We do have a brown key. Perfect. So we need to push you down to there. We come around this way. We push you across. We get ourselves stuck. No, we're good. We can push you down there. We go that way. We go that way. That way. You go up here. Then we have to go around the long way. And shaboom. Puzzle solved. I'm a genius. I'm looking at this and trying to figure out what my path through this is going to be so that I don't just screw it up instantly. Got it. We go this way. We push you up. We push you down. We're through. What is the purpose of this? I feel like I'm going to come through here and get myself stuck later and die. Got some tape. Right key. We've got a... Quick, get in! Nope, we're fine. I thought it was about to just come barging through the door. We've got another cardboard box for use in case of emergency. Oh, we just lagged for a second. So I guess that... Yep, he's here with us now. He's in the room. Hide. can hear his footsteps. That's a nice touch. So this is what I was kind of hoping to see. So we now have to explore here with the risk of being caught. Alright, so he's just barged through there. We've got ourselves a purple key. Okay, there's another hiding spot there. Cool. Should I keep that in mind? Ah. Am I going to... He's still moving while I'm reading this? You find an email dated December 8th, 1985. I'm not insane. I know what I saw. Everyone thinks I'm mad or that I'm making a bad joke. Terry. Poor Terry. I was there when he was murdered. We were taking a break from work. We entered the break room and found this weird white mask. It looked like a hockey mask with some pig-like features, and it was also cracked across one of the eye holes. And this is the thing I've always found interesting, because where do you get a mask like that? You can't just buy one from the sporting goods store. So that tells me that whoever is wearing this mask has some pretty high levels of artistic talent. They're a bit of a craftsman. Because they made this themselves. Or maybe they have an accomplice, a friend that's made it for them. But given they seem to be acting on their own, we can probably assume that they made it for themselves. Yeah, paper mache. From your local murder store. Everyone's got one of those. You know what? Some towns probably have a shop that looks like it could be a murder store, but isn't a murder store. Turns out, it's actually just a laundromat. Suddenly, out of nowhere, this massive man comes from the shadows and asks for his mask back. He towered over both of us, his shadow engulfing us. Good use of the word engulfing there. His hair was blood red, cascading over his shoulders like tendrils. He's a ginger. Oh, it sucks to be him. No wonder he's acting on his own. He's got no friends. Sorry, bad joke. He got it from the Evil Murder Supermarket. Yeah, everyone's got one of those. He's here with a little shopping cart. Yeah, it wouldn't be scaled up to his size. It's just an ordinary shopping cart. Just having to really hunch over to push it along. And it looks like, you know, a 10-year-old using one of those baby toddler-sized shopping carts. But he's just a bit too big for it. And it's just blown out of proportion. We had a diary that looked like somewhere you'd get murdered. Wonder if I have a pic still. Ooh, interesting. His eyes looked down at us. They were blank and grey, like the eyes of a corpse. Cold shiver ran down my spine as he gazed upon me with unliving eyes. I mean, they must have been somewhat living because he is alive, but maybe not. His face, oh God, mangled, deformed, as if melted and rearranged itself. Scars ran deep across his face, flesh raw, exposed, contrasted with the blindingly pale skin. Strips of skin went over the side of his mouth like stitches, as if keeping the lower jaw from falling off. And when he smiled, the corners of his mouth went all the way to the back of his cheeks, somehow passing under those strips of skin. We saw his teeth. They were jagged, like daggers. And when he smiled, we saw more teeth and all the way to the back of his skull. And his voice was calm, soothing, deep, yet almost angelic. It didn't match the body it was coming out of. It made us forget what he looked like. He extended his hand, kindly asking for his mask back, and in that moment, I saw his long, pointed fingernails, looking sharp enough to tear through flesh with ease. I was going to say, this sounds like the kind of person that you'd say, hey, you've got a face for radio, and then you would never be seen again. Poor Terry approached him to return the mask, and... oh, Terry. In a heartbeat, his neck was broken. That man, that monster. He held Terry's corpse with one hand, dangling it in front of me, if it was a mere rag. He began laughing. His voice, once so soothing to me, suddenly became the stuff of nightmares. That cold, calm yet evil laugh. And as I stood there, frozen in fear, he left the room with Terry's corpse. Oh, Terry. No one believes me. They say it makes no sense. They call me paranoid. They say I'm making a scene. They found his fucking corpse nailed to the ceiling, and I'm the one who's crazy. I feel so powerless. I'm scared. That man is still out there, somewhere. I don't want to know what happens next. Written by Laura Carpenter. Laura, that was an incredibly vivid description of something you probably never want to see again. Why did he choose to leave you alive? That's the question. Starship, we'll be right back. Gonna preheat the oven at 4:30 in the morning for biscuits. Early morning biscuits sound like a fantastic thing. When you say biscuits, though, are you talking cookies? We're just gonna jump in here real quick. You saw nothing. Bye, buddy. We found a blue key. Some more turbo pills. I actually still don't know what turbo pills do. Let's have a look. Our single-use recorder can record your progress anywhere, but just once. I'd be the kind of person that would use that accidentally right before I die, and then just constantly reload into a death state. That's how I would end up using that. Turbo pills make you run faster for a few seconds. Okay, good to know. We've got a get out of danger card. Oh, it's Markiplier's moustache. You find a fake pink mustache. What's this doing here? Maybe someone was ashamed of their crappy mustache and used a fake one. But why pink? Well, why not? It does look pretty cool. Oh, we're about to die? Well, that's fun.
Found you!
Nope, you found nothing. Goodbye. We are out of stamina. Time to die. Quick! Let's use a recorder. Cardboard box, go. He's already chasing you, he's not going to help you. Well, this is awkward. Well, Michael, it's been nice knowing you. Goodbye. Fatality. Yep, we didn't have a chance to get away there. Alright, back into it. Oh, was that the right file? I think that might not have been the right file. Let's exit to title. Turbo pills maybe would have helped us, but I kind of also wanted to see what it looked like when we died. Okay, no, that is the right one. 109. Ouchies indeed. Ah, just put a bandage on it, it'll be fine. We'll recover, surely. Okay. Kind of an interesting choice that the Abattoir Man can still move even when you have a dialogue box open. I'm not a huge fan of that. Okay, that looks like where we need to go. What do we need to get through here? It doesn't actually tell us. I'm guessing it's just 2 white keys, and that's what's going to get us out. Personally, if the Abattoir Man does not move when you've got a journal entry open, feels like they should also not open when you are reading an item description. It's actually a bug because he can't even kill you if you're in a dialogue box. That is kind of hilarious, actually. Alright, well, the pickup is gone. We still have that, so at least we're not going to get caught in that scenario again. Good to know. Also, hang on, is this... No, we were in that room to the left last time. Ah, we have to do the puzzle again. Box and battery position. Well, fine, okay. We'll do this again. We know now that we can actually just push that right out of the way, so it becomes less of a problem. Perfect. You go over there. We're going to zip around and do this again. Now this I don't mind, like it is, you know, slightly repetitive that I have to do the puzzle again, but I only have myself to blame for that because I could have saved after completing all of this. And I didn't. So I only have myself to blame. Yep, because I could have saved right here. There we go. So let's do that this time. Okay, we have another cardboard box. We know that he pops out somewhere up here from memory. Hello? I have a hammer. There he is. Does he come this way this time? No. He walks around and he's gone back. Goodbye. Thank you for leaving me alone so I can come and get this purple key. I think I can get through there. Now, sometimes the safest way to go is directly where your enemies went, and sometimes it's very much not. Buddy, where'd you go? Hello? Hide? Interesting. Hello. And I like that we can actually see him properly now that we have seen him in full. Alright, you head off over that way. That's fine by me. We have a blue key. I don't know where the blue key actually is. Can I open my map while I'm in here? I can. Okay, so with blue keys up the top left there. I think we do have one of the white keys from memory. Let's have a look. Yes, we have one white key, one purple, one blue. So if we're here... We do need to use a purple key over in the right. We also need a second blue key, and we don't know where to find that yet. Oh, that's fun. You can actually hop out while you're still in there. Well, I guess we'll risk it for the biscuit and see what's in here. That gets us the brown key. Okay, cool. That opens that path. Ooh, shoot. Okay. Cool. We'll just carry on this way. Oh, he's going to come straight back down, isn't he? He's doing a lap around? No? He always doing a lap around. That one always trying to juke me. Okay. Well, we'll just go this way then. Because we've got the key to get into here. And then presumably... Ooh, +5. Bear traps. We can actually put bear traps down. They don't seem to affect him, though. Alright, we've got another note to read. And this one we know we can read and we'll be fine. For a time now, some of the workers have been speaking of seeing a child running around the halls of this facility. At first, I didn't believe it. This place has undergone some severe security measures, and I was sure no one could break into this building, much less a child. Yet, when I heard from Mr. Sassafras himself that he did indeed see this child, I began gaining some concerns. That's an unusual sentence, but we'll roll with it. As you all know, this company deals in the production of many products that would be dangerous for a child to be around unsupervised, like dynamite and bear traps. I did eventually come across this child myself, but he ran away from me and I lost him completely. I looked for what felt like hours and I couldn't find him. I urge anyone who comes across him to safely escort it out of these premises and to a police station so that they may find the parents. Signed, Supervisor Desmond, as I always signed my title and rank whenever I sign a document. Thank you, Supervisor. Actually, it's just first name Supervisor, last name Desmond. Alright, well, we've got the blue key that we need. Can't hear him. Where are you, buddy? There he is. Get down there. Okay, he went the other way, I think. What? Why did it make that noise? That's usually the noise it makes when he sees you. He most definitely did not see me. It just gave me a mild heart attack. Does it mean I'm just like somehow in his line of sight? Because that's a massive line of sight. Okay, let's hop in here while I look at the map. We've got the yellow key, which is over there. Yeah, okay. Sound when you're in line of sight. So he just saw me from like all the way across on the side. Impressive. He's got very good eyes. He doesn't need glasses. Okay, we have the yellow key, which we need to put in down there to get out there. Okay. Close the thing. Hello? There we go. Oh, where have you gone now? Well, let's go this way. Tippy tappy. Okay, you're up there. That's fine. A taser knife. That sounds like it's going to be useful. Is that a single-use defensive item? Taser knife. A get out of jail free card. If caught by the killer, this item is used automatically. Fantastic. Hopefully we don't need to use this right freaking away. We're not going to save right here. That's a terrible idea. But we are going to go this way. And now, I think we have the key that we need. Yes, 2 white keys. So now we can go out the top. As long as this dude ain't here. Oh, shoot. Let's just go jump in there. He didn't see me. Alright, perfect. He's... Oh god, he's got good ears. He heard me. Alright, let's get that, and off we go. Job done. Look, it's a little yellow gloopy thing. I want it. You find a yellow hat covered in smiley faces. On the inside, there's a tag that reads, Property of Sal. Unfortunately for Sal, this hat is now your property. Got a yellow smiley hat. Excellent. Don't know what that's for, don't know what it does, but we have it. It's an old newspaper from 1984. I thought they burned all of those. There's an article on it talking about this factory. We're going to read it. In recent months, the profit margins of Sassafras Mechanics have had a tremendous rise. Of course, this rise in profits sadly correlates with the rise of murders around Brooklyn. Every day, people fear for their lives, believing police to be incapable of protecting them or their families. In response, many have turned to Sassafras Mechanics, a company well known for their products of home security and self-defense. More paranoid people have even been purchasing items like bear traps to keep their homes safe, so it is a home security company, cool. Police have urged the people of Brooklyn to not be hasty and do anything brash that could end up causing more harm, like buying bear traps, but to no avail. In response, the head of Sassafras Mechanics has sympathized with the people of Brooklyn, confirming that the factory would now focus on producing and stocking more products. Excellent. Oh, buy or bust, I guess. Okay.
You. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, thanks.
I know a way out. Just come closer. You're safe now. Just a little closer. It's almost over.
Alright, yeah, sure, I trust that voice.
Let's play a game, Michael.
Do I have to? I mean, I thought I was already playing a game. Well, I mean, the good news is that you walk more slowly here. I guess until, like, maybe he sees me and then he sprints. What you doing, buddy? Where you going? What happens if I just put a battery into your path? There we go, that's one. Because I'm assuming you can't pass through that. He's just flipping out. Look at him. Alright, we're going to go around this way. No? Okay. Oh, yep, you're going that way now. Cool, 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 cool. Is it Super Smash Bros? But I hope it is. Oh, come on. I need to move it in that direction and you just keep going that way. However, I will say this is kind of impressive because you probably had to do some very interesting, like, pathing logic to get this to behave in the way you want it to behave. Boy, I sure hope I don't get this thing stuck anywhere. Let's go this way, actually. You can't see me. I don't exist. That's a dead end. We go this way. Quickly now. Ooh, let's not do that. That's a mistake. Yeah, you can't get... Yeah, thought so. You can't get through there. Not allowed. But I have to go this way, and then this way, and then we go up. Because we wouldn't want to get that stuck against the side there, would we? Easy peasy. Okay, so that's another thing that we can't open, and that we need a blue key, and we don't have a blue key, so we leave. Alright, we are getting close to the time where we're going to have to wrap up this stream. And we'll go a little further. Got a little bit more time. Alright, we found a tape. Map of this area. Oh, well, good to know we're probably going to get chased again. Seems like a letter from a very angry employee.
I'm done. That's it. No more. I'm sick of that old bastard's demands. What the hell was he thinking? One day he just asked me to make the bear traps and cow traps more effective. I'm not sure about the cow traps since they just fucking spike, aren't they? But the bear traps? Sure, I can make those more effective. Sharpen the teeth a bit, get a stronger spring, but no. Apparently that's not enough. He wants them to be even more effective. How? This is just bent metal that clamps. I'm kind of locked behind what that cruel mistress called physics allows. So, he tells me if I can't do it, he's just going to get somebody else. You know what? No. Fuck you. I quit. I don't know what he wants. Does he want me to make something that matches these fucking electric traps he made? Maybe that's what he wants. Just glue a fucking taser to the bear trap. Either way, I'm done. I'm not dealing with that old man's bullshit any longer. I'm done with this shitload of fuck. I like that. David Rolfe was a very angry man. Very angry man with very good reason, I think. Okay, so we're down there on the left somewhere. This place is huge. Holy moly. Alright. Got a tape. And then in a moment, this guy's going to bust in and be like, here's Johnny. Okay, we need to get a battery all the way up there. We have a key for that one. Oh, we missed this. Alright, here's the funny man who decided to take pieces of that note with the password for the exit door northwest from here and hide it around here. Whoever did this, there'll be hell to pay. Oh, just memorize, they say. Well, I have other things to worry about than memorize a frickin' password. Unlike you bums, I actually do my job. Please, whoever did this, get those pieces of the passwords and put them on this desk and I'll forget about all of this. Signed, Supervisor Jackson. I feel like we have a lot of supervisors and no one that does any actual work, you know what I mean? Let's save before things get more nonsensical. Password piece found. Excellent, we got one. There's the battery that we need to take all the way back out to the left. Can't get through the brown door. Can't get through that door. Alright, let's very slowly move this battery. Are we going to have one of these sections eventually where we need to move a battery through really quickly while we're being chased? Because that would be so many levels of mean. Alright. There it is. But also the bloop noise when it moves is wonderfully retro and very well selected. Alright, he's here. Is it Santa Claus? Somehow I doubt it. No key to get through there yet. At least we have a hiding place. Got one to the left, one to the right. More lore. Computer shows some figure-made ASCII art. BGRB. What am I looking at? Interesting. Does that correlate with something on the map? Maybe. I'm missing something with that. Where am I? Oh, I jumped into the table. My bad. Okay, we've got the yellow key now and 8 bear traps. Okay. Duncan85, hello. Yes, the angry bear trap nerd. Absolutely. We're very passionate about bear traps, in case you can't tell. Entity finally caught up, starting 40 minutes late. That's alright. You made it, and that's what matters. I appreciate you being here. It is a bit of a weird time for a stream, I will give it that. But that's what happens when
you are streaming from Australia. I don't believe I have any brown keys, and I don't know what that green blob is, but I kind of want... Wait. Hang on a second. This is the area from the very start of the game, isn't it? I recognize that green blob. But those doors weren't there before. We came from, like, down that direction as the other character. Uh-huh. This is what the ASCII art was for. Gotcha. So, what was our code? We go clockwise. It's blue, green, blue, red. 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 Excellent! We can solve basic puzzles. We're freaking amazing. Have some bear traps. And another password piece. How many password pieces do we need? That's the question. Can we tell? A piece of a password. No. No clue. Might be 2. Might be more. There's only one way to find out, and that's to open some more stuff. So, where is the bad guy? Where have you gone? Are you over here? Are you going to see me? Yes. Yes, you are. Alright, cool. We'll just hang out here for a sec. It's fine. Because I don't think I have any keys on me, do I? Oh, I have a yellow key. Okay. Well, the yellow key I think we just saw goes up the top there. We have been there. Can we get to that? Yes, because we've been from that room. So yeah, we can get through the yellow door. Okay. Nope, wrong button. Just push something I didn't mean to. It's fine. Alright, we can go up here. Brown key found. I have to get a battery here? Have I... Wait. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. So you know that thing I said earlier about having to move a battery while being chased? Turns out I was right on the money. Demon girls. We've not found the demon girls yet. Don't know where the demon girls are. We'll find them one day. Oh, you go away. Oh, yeah, he's coming. It's fine. We're just gonna hide in here. You're not being chased, you're being hunted. Same difference, really. Yeah, alright, go back the other way. Off you go. Thank you very much. We promised demon girls. I know, I kind of want to play until we find the demon girls. So, Knuckles, you've been in... Oh, shoot! Okay, well, that used the taser. Let's go. Holy moly. That was a fantastic job. Yeah, how far away are the demon girls? We need to find them. God, he is hard to avoid. He moves fast. We're miles away, probably. Alright, well, let's keep just moving this thing along real slow. Tell you what, like, as cheesy and camp as some of this is, holy cow. That gets the heart pumping. Great use of sound effects. Hello? What? Small child.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
I don't like your eyes. I mean, hello? Hi, can I help
My
you?
name is Trevor Hartman. You might have already met me. Or rather, you met adult me.
What?
People call him the Abattoir Man. We are the same person. Or used to be. That was many years ago.
I see. Your alter ego.
How do I put it? He grew up. But I stayed sane. You look scared. Is Baby giving you trouble? He does that a lot. It's fun.
He is giving me trouble,
You're trying to
yeah.
escape him, right? I don't think you'll succeed. Many have tried. Most failed. But we'll see about you.
I mean, I'm pretty good at running away from things. I've only died like twice.
As long as you're locked in here at Bigby, you'll never be safe.
Good to know.
For that, you'll have to go through Mr. Sussbro's living area. Funny man he was. Always so scared.
I wonder why. I can't imagine.
It's very close to here, actually, but you'll have to go through the sewers to reach it.
Yeah, of course. I keep my living quarters on the other side of sewers.
After you go through that password-locked door, the closest sewer entrance is north from there.
Thank you. That's very
And
helpful.
I'm also willing to give you some hints if you need. It's no fun if you die in the next 5 minutes, is it?
It's also, well, I mean, you've had your fun one way or another, right? If you need any hints, speak with Kid Trevor. See, now we know that the big guy's name is Trevor, and that's significantly less scary in a very weird kind of way. Oh, and we can go through the little tunnel now. Perfect. So I'm glad I could open that. Otherwise, we were about to be in a lot of trouble. Alright. That got us through there. I'm still not 100% sure where I'm meant to be going. Can I actually get into that other room from there? Let's jump out. If I go this way, I don't think I can get through there, can I? No. It still requires me to have the correct thing. And currently I have a brown key and a blue key. Brown key I could use to go down there. Yes, okay, so I have to go down, brown key, and then blue key down the bottom there, and hopefully we will find something else. Only one way to find out. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. What? Well, that feels a little unfair. I also have no stamina now. Are we charged? We're charged. We're good. Alright, you go that way. Don't mind me, I'm going this way. Right. What do you do? Reset the battery position. No, we're good. Blue. Excellent. More turbo pills. I haven't used any of those yet, because I keep forgetting to open my inventory. Got another password piece. All pieces are found. Now have the full password. Password is 2B73. Okay. If you lead Big Trev to Little Trev, do you think a chat? Probably not, to be honest. Okay. Another brown key. And another brown key. That's just a save point. That's a hidey hole. So we... Oh, yes, we do want to go through here because we have a collectible. That was not a good sound. Find a green crystal eye covered in some weird ooze. Made with 100% Irish glass, apparently. How fancy. Irish glass. Is this Jack's? Jack's septic eye? After a good clean, this would look great on your nightstand. Yeah, I'm guessing it's Jack's septic eye. Okay. I finally got a reference. Holy cow. It's a miracle. Right, where are we going? Going to be over here. Password had to go here. Yeah, we did that. No. Oh, we have to use it on a door up over this way, I think. I heard him for just a second there. So I think the door we need to use it on is up here. Oh, cool. There you are, buddy. I saw you. Alright, so what was the code I needed? I'm glad that it kept it here because I don't remember. Used to see the password. It's either 28 or 2B73. I guess it's an 8. 2873. There we go. We're through. We did it. I'm going to talk to you first before I open that. Hello? No? You don't want to talk to me? What happens if I just leave? Like, that does not actually look like something I want to open. I'll let you guys decide, because we're pretty close to the end of the stream. Should I open this door or not? But the funny... Alright, we'll open it. This seems like a terrible idea. You push the battery into the power outlet. But it turns out the battery's... That's not how you spell battery, mate. Come on, get it together. Battery's power is completely depleted. Hmm? Well, that's no fair. Oh, I know. I'll open the door for you. Fuck off. Sure, why not? Stand back and watch. Just phase through the door. All done. Don't expect me to do it again, though. Well, I appreciate the help, small child. Hey, it's not my fault the room's empty. Is it, though? Are there no secrets? There are... Aha! There is a secret. Well, will you look at that? Free loot. You know what? Can I just stay here? This place looks lovely. Like, why? I don't need to go anywhere else. The bad guy's not going to find me here. Trevor's like... Yeah, he's got his own place. Oh yeah, more taser knives. Hell yes. Perfect. And some rosary beads. Don't know what those do, but they seem pretty good, I guess. Let's have a look. What is a rosary bead? There it is. Will teleport the killer far away for 1 minute. Okay. Neat. I love that you give the player some additional tools, basically, to help them survive. Because just trying to escape normally is quite difficult. I appreciate that. I did have an extra brown key, so I can get all of this. More bear traps, hammer. It's nice because I could have used that brown key to have like a shorter route back to the finish. But I'm glad that I didn't use it. Cardboard box was found. Floppy disk with the game Zombie Invader on it. A game where you take on a never-ending horde of zombies all by yourself. Playable once you beat the game. That's cool! That's the best kind of collectible. You've redeemed yourself a little bit, Knuckles. I can overlook the thing from earlier because you've included a game within a game because you could. Hey, Jill. Just wanted to tell you that everyone's super proud of you. You've been doing some real hard work, and I have no doubt in my mind that Sassafras will give you that promotion. We all know you deserve it way more than that pompous prick Albert. As a way to congratulate you, I made you one of my world-famous sandwiches. There's a knuckle sandwich, come get it. It's hiding right under this note. Enjoy and keep up the good work. Signed, your good old pal Barry. P.S. If anyone besides Jill's reading this, please don't touch the sandwich. I made it for her, thank you. P.P.S. If Albert is reading this, go fuck yourself. You look under the note to find a moldy old sandwich. Probably delicious in its prime, but now it's more akin to a sandwich-shaped rock with the distinct smell of mold. Yes, smells like the 80s. Absolutely love it. That's fantastic. I love those little kinds of references. Well, this looks like a problem. Boop. Seems like it's gonna take a while for this old door to open.
Come here!
Hi. Survive until the door opens. Oh, okay, this is the hole in the ground thing. Okay. Don't step on the spikes. Wish I knew how long I had to wait. That'd be helpful. I see how this works, more or less. Just wait over here, get some stamina back. There we go. Any second now. It's a great little mini game and a cool mechanic to include because I haven't done anything like this up till now. So that's a nice touch. I love it when you add in a little bit of variety just to shake up the formula so it doesn't get too samey. Unless you showcase what you can do in terms of your creativity as a developer. However, a countdown timer of some kind would be appreciated. Because at this stage I'm now starting to go, alright, this is getting samey, I'm seeing when it does, I would appreciate if this ended any moment now. Moment now. more wave. You have got to be kidding me. The door opens and I press the wrong button. You know what? That's probably... I did absolutely walk straight into that one. Now, in my defense, I did press up to change direction, but I was already mid-tile because I was sprinting. So, I'm going to blame that on the game engine, but it is 100% my fault. You got me. You got me. Right when I thought I had everything under control. But I think on that note, that's actually a pretty good place to leave off the playthrough of the game for tonight. I don't want to spoil absolutely everything. I am sad that we didn't get to see the sexy demons, though. That always ruins my night. But you can't win all the time now, can you? Alright, let's end there. We'll switch back to here, and we'll just pop a little bit of music on while we kind of wrap up and share some final thoughts on everything. So I think first and foremost, shout out to Knuckles for creating something that is just, simply put, fun. It's a well-crafted experience, and of course, like anything that is from a solo dev, it's gonna be a little rough around the edges in some areas. And I think that's acceptable when it's basically a solo dev project, and even more so when the game is absolutely free. That's right, this game is absolutely free. I'm going to drop a link into the chat. It is in the description as well, but there it is. If you've been liking what you've been seeing tonight with the game, go and give it a try. Like, jump in, play it, see if you enjoy it, get to the end, see what it's about, because that's freaking awesome. And I think, honestly, devs that put out games free of charge like this kind of caliber deserve extra credit. You are what makes the gaming world awesome. This was your first project. God damn. That is incredible. You had an idea and your passion has let you see it through all the way, and that is absolutely commendable. Now, like I said, it's not without its rough edges. I think the game would actually be improved if you were to remove some of the padding. There is always like an expectation for a small amount of padding to be found, but sometimes it's done in like a tongue-in-cheek way where it's playing up a trope, like maybe the character comments on what you've just gone through and goes, yeah, okay, like, of course it's through a maze of doors that requires me to go back and forward. Commentary like that can actually make what would otherwise be an annoying trope suddenly become acceptable because you've acknowledged it with a level of self-awareness that that is exactly what you are doing. But if you then are able to go, look, you actually, hang on, sorry. It's in your screenshot. This is exactly the moment that I was talking about. You're advertising this as a selling point, Knuckles. sorry. But that is, like, you know, you can easily overlook something like that, right? I still can't get over the fact that you put this up on Steam for free. Now, it's, you said, a 3 to 4 hour experience. If this were on Steam for $5 to $10 in that price range, I wouldn't bat an eye at that because it's such a polished experience that it feels like that's an acceptable price for it. Too much higher than that and I would start to question it a little bit, but it feels like a perfect $5 to $10 entry-level game. I'd be curious to know how many downloads you've had overall, because I think I saw on Steam you've had, 22 reviews, and I think it's something like only 5 to 10% of people that play a game will go on to review it. So I'm going to assume that means you've had somewhere between 100 and 200 downloads of the game, potentially more. So I'd be curious if you've got stats on your side that you can share to kind of give us some insight as to how many downloads on Steam. Was 211 downloads. Okay, so on the higher end of my guess then. That's awesome. I honestly feel like an experience this polished, especially considering like, this only just came out in December last year, feels like it should have had a little bit more attention because it's got a lot of charm to it. And again, it's one of those games that I can feel the passion from you as a developer. You had an idea, you've obviously got certain genres and tropes that you love, and you wanted to be able to bring them into your own game, and you've done it in a very polished style. The art is fantastic. You've done an awesome job with the voice acting, which honestly, truly commendable, because you've nailed it in the style of what you're trying to create. You don't have that juxtaposition between the game being presented in one style with the voice acting being in another. You've lent into the nature of the game that you're creating. So honestly, it's a great experience, flaws and all. And for a project like this, if anything, I enjoy it more with some of the flaws, because then it gives you, I think, a greater appreciation for the effort that's gone into it. So 100% recommend jump in and give Night of the Abattoir Man a playthrough. There's also, like, it feels like a decent amount of replayability with it, because you can play through the game as both Michael or as, forgive me, I've blanked on the bad guy's name for the Abattoir Man. We just saw it. It wasn't Kevin. It was a name that is escaping me, and I feel bad for that because we just saw it. Trevor. Thank you. Good old Trev. But it's like you can play as Trevor as well, which I'm sure will put an interesting spin on some of the levels that you've gone through previously. I think that's a great way to add some longevity, and then you add in additional mini games as collectibles. Like, there's more content in here than there is any right to be here. That just blows my mind. You obviously care about this project to that level. You go, I know it doesn't have to be there, but I'm putting it there because I want it to be there, and I respect the heck out of that. So well done. Thank you very, very much for letting me feature the game on the channel here. I really appreciate it. Hopefully this helps get a couple more eyes on it and people just dive in and give it a go, because I think it is worth setting aside an afternoon or an evening just to play through it from start to finish, because it's one of those ones where it is kind of a bite-sized game that you could just sit down and play through in one sitting and just have a great time with it. I think it'll leave a bit of an impression on you, and that's what's always great about these kind of games. Now, in terms of what is coming up next, this was actually the last game for the Community Spotlight that I've had on my list. So we're probably going to take a little bit of a break from Community Spotlight for a few weeks so I can build up a backlog of a few more games to feature. I do actually have 2 that have already reached out wanting to feature their game, but I want to take a little bit of a breather. Gives me an opportunity to actually just play some games that I want to play and focus on other content for the channel a little bit more as well. So we'll see. We probably will still do a stream next week, but I'm not going to say what it's going to be just yet. Keep an eye out. But this isn't the last of Community Spotlight. It will be coming back again. Plus dev cut for trades on cards. Hell yes, add some trading cards. I think you've hit the limit to be able to add them in. You should have had enough downloads. I think there's a certain requirement you need to hit before you can add trading cards in. But that could be quite fun and a great way to show off some of the art that you've created as well. So definitely agree with that if you can. What was I saying? Yes. Yeah, otherwise we're going to be having another stream this coming Sunday. Wheel of Fortune will be called Miss Fortune will be coming back again. No review video coming out just yet, but we do have one that is currently in the editing dungeon. Blank is working at the moment because Ty is taken up with some projects elsewhere. It is currently looking like it's going to be a little over 40 minutes long. So decent chunk of content coming your way. Expect it's going to take around 2 or so weeks for us to be able to get it through the editing process, so just bear with. In the meantime, always got these streams for a bit of additional content, and as always, appreciate all of you hanging out and playing some games tonight and just sharing your thoughts and commentary as we go. It's always a joy to chill with you all. So on that note, we're going to leave it off there. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of the day no matter where you are in the world, and I will see you next time. Until then, take care.